Hey guys, how's it going? Tap that screen. Let's get things rocking and rolling and rocking. All of the above. Let's do all the things. What do we got here? Where is that? Okay. Okay. Good evening, guys. Tap that screen, help out with the live goal. We're going to get things started here. Nemo is already in the box. We're going to bring him up momentarily, and my backup as well. Let's get things rolling. Guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, you can hop in the box. We can have a conversation. If you're over on the tube, you can call in. We can have a conversation that way. Lightning, hello. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
I did.
Okay. How old are you? What state did you vote in?
California, 46.
Okay. Why do you still support Donald Trump as of May 2026?
Because he's doing good things for America.
Okay. Like what?
Like Iran, for example. Like no tips on taxes. Like so many other things.
Like so many other things. Like what?
Like not leaving billions of dollars of military equipment in Iran like Biden did.
In Iran? In Iran? No, he's. I mean,
Afghanistan.
yeah,
Afghanistan, I mean.
yeah. That's true. Donald Trump was just the one who came up with the plan to do that. Donald Trump is spending billions upon billions of dollars in Iran for no reason. So yeah, Donald Trump cost us billions in Afghanistan and in Iran. Which is kind of, yeah, there you go.
But
So you
Kamala
were kind of
lost.
right. You were kind of right about that in the first place. Like kind of, but the way you said it was wrong. But you were
Yeah, I
kind
was
of right.
right. I was right.
Yeah,
You're
that
right.
Donald
And
Trump
then and
in wasting
then
the money in Iran. Yeah, Donald Trump is
no
wasting that
no.
money. Yep.
No.
Oh
And then
yeah,
like Kamala
yeah.
can't
You don't
even
like
answer a
that.
question.
Wait a second. We're talking about Donald Trump, and the election was a year and a half ago.
There you
This
go.
is kind of
Pivot,
weird.
pivot, pivot.
Bud,
Don't pivot.
you're the one pivoting. I asked you about Donald
You're
Trump, and
pivoting.
you brought up Kamala Harris. I asked you about Donald Trump.
You had two candidates.
I'm so sorry. The question I asked you was, why do you still support Donald Trump? You brought up Kamala Harris. What? That's a weird thing to do. So, anyways, you can't seem to articulate why you support Donald Trump. You suck at this.
You suck. You look like a 50-year-old moron on TikTok trying to collect 10 cents on the dollar
Cool. Are
by
you
doing
gonna?
stupid lives.
Yeah, okay, but whatever you say. Anyways, are you gonna actually give us any reasons, or are you just gonna keep
Hey,
pivoting away from the actual question, which was
why are
why do
you
you
even on
support?
TikTok?
Okay, so you're gonna keep pivoting because you can't answer the question.
It's not a pivot. Why are you on TikTok?
That's a
Why?
that's a pivot. I asked you why you supported Donald Trump.
Because he makes America better.
That's not an answer. I want specifics. He's not making America better. Can you be specific? God, do you need me to speak slower? Oh, you ran away. Okay, bye-bye. Anyways, good job, Chief. We're real proud of you. Damn. That was embarrassing. Good evening, everybody. Glad you're here. Help keep tapping the screen.
He is.
Keep tapping that screen, helping out with the live goal and everything like that. We're glad you guys are here. If you're over on the welcome in, Hector Raiders. Appreciate you guys. If you're over on the tube and you would like to call in, the number is above my head. I will pin that in the chat momentarily. The same number. Same thing if you're over on Twitch. Obviously, if you're here on the TikToks, then you can just request up and do it that way. Real quick before
He
we
is
get
making
started,
America great
I'm
again.
so sorry. Did I say any fucking
How is he
thing
not?
to you at all? Can you have
No,
some
you-
fucking decorum?
MAGA.
I'll tell you what. You can go ahead and you can request back up when you learn how to act like a fucking adult. I was gonna let you say whatever the fuck you wanted, but you had to go ahead and interrupt me. So be a good boy and wait in the queue, and then I'll bring you up when I'm ready. Now, the more important thing than hearing whatever bullshit was coming out of your mouth is Nemo's birthday was on Saturday, you guys, okay? And since I am not live on Saturday, I didn't get to fucking celebrate it. So as far as you people are concerned, today is Nemo's birthday, motherfuckers. So, as you can see, he is wearing his fucking birthday hat, and I expect you fine people, because I love you guys. I love you guys. I expect you fine folks to treat him like it his birthday. So, obviously, you can be kind to him via the gifts here, but also, Nemo's trying to build up his home studio, and he's got plenty of other stuff going on, and so I would encourage you to go ahead and find those links in the bio and be generous because it is Nemo's birthday, and we want to support our friend. Okay? Okay. Good talk. I guess now we can talk to that fuck knuckle, huh? Let's see. Okay, there he is. All right. Anyways.
There you go.
So, how old...
What do you got to say to me? 38.
Dude, just calm down.
What? Don't mute me.
I won't... Calm down. We're going to have a conversation. Can you just chill the fuck out, dude? Anyways, how old are you and what state did you vote in?
38. I voted in Florida.
Wonderful. That's fun, Tim.
Yes. How old are you? What state did you vote in?
I'm 42 in Massachusetts. So why do you still support Donald Trump?
There's many, many reasons.
Great. Let's start.
Obviously.
So starting...
Because he's making America great again, for one. Deportation for 2. Shutting down the borders for 3. The economy, very strong. Bringing infrastructure back. Manufacturing back. Yes.
Wow.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Passing bills for the lower class citizens. Yes.
How many
to help
bills?
out. I'm not talking to you. Am I talking to the host or am I talking to you?
You can talk
Mind
to
your
me.
business. Mute yourself. I'm not talking to you, Nemo.
I'm so sorry. Can you read at the top of the screen? What does it say?
No,
I know,
I'm not. I'm talking.
I know you. Okay, see, there's the funny thing, guys. I asked him,
Okay,
can
so I'm
you
coming-
read? And he said no. So do you want to try again?
So it's 2 on 1. All right.
No,
two
it's
on
not
one.
2 on 1. We're co-hosts and we take turns talking
Yes,
to
okay,
people. So if you can't
so
handle talking to 2 people because you're too scared,
I
then
didn't
you
realize-
can go run away. It's
so
fine.
2 on 1.
Go run away. It's not 2 on 1.
I'm not
You're just
scared.
having a conversation with 2 people. If you can't have a
Okay,
conversation with 2 people, then go run away. I go into MAGA panels and have
If it's
conversations
just
with 8 people
Versus
at
you.
once.
Why do you keep muting me?
Because you won't stop interrupting. So
Either-
why don't you learn how to stop talking until someone else is done with a sentence, then you talk?
Because I didn't realize I was talking to that guy. I thought I was. No?
Oh man, you're just
Jesus
full of
Christ.
complaints.
Exactly. So let's go.
Exactly,
All right.
full of
Okay.
complaints, right?
Are you-
Damn.
okay.
So what are you crying about?
Are you done crying about the fact that someone
I'm
else
talking-
talked?
I'm not even talking to you no more. I'm on Nemo.
No,
Go ahead,
you're
Nemo. What do
talking
you-
to both of us, and if you can't handle that, go the fuck away. Run away like the
I'll talk
scared
to
little bitch that you are.
That's fine. I ain't a little bitch at all. I'll talk.
Well, then why are
You're
you
the one that's muting me.
why are you whining about it?
You're
Holy
muting me
fuck,
like
dude! Because you
a
won't
little
stop
bitch.
talking.
All right, let's talk.
Okay, Jesus Christ.
Okay, you're the one crying. I'm asking to do what he's saying, and you're crying and muting
You've
me.
been complaining this entire time.
Not at all.
No, you haven't?
No.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So go ahead. What
So
were you asking?
So you're a happy customer when it comes to this Eiffel Tower that you're about to experience, right?
Now that's some gay comment. I thought you're supposed to be pro-gay. No. Yeah. Exactly.
says
'cause
that
you're a
I'm
bunch
not?
of fake. You're a bunch of fake fucking people. So go
Sorry,
ahead.
Who
What do you
says
asking
that I'm
me?
not?
Go ahead. What are you asking me?
That's nothing.
I already brought 250 people in your room. Continue.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Did you? That's adorable. Anyway, so
Your
you
Eiffel
mentioned
Tower,
you
your
mentioned
Eiffel Tower comment was 100% a gay sexual comment. No.
sexual, yes, gay. I mean,
Go what you and your co-host Eiffel Towering me, isn't that some gay shit you're talking about? Yes, it was. So don't fucking come at me with your clown ass shit. Now, what are you asking me? Let's go. Let's be real.
so is that you saying that you'll be happy about that?
Yeah, is that you would be? You guys
Yes?
would be happy
Oh,
as
okay.
shit. You wish you could be. Because
We
ain't no
wish?
woman want nothing to do with a clown like you.
Got it. Okay.
Exactly.
So,
So
anyway,
let's go.
You mentioned
You can-
infrastructure.
Yes.
You want to explain that one?
No.
No, you don't.
No, not at all. For
Why?
what? We have infrastructure bills that's being passed and
No, we
that's
don't.
continuing going. Yes, we have.
Oh, okay. Name them.
Name what?
The
He just-
infrastructure bills.
He just signed a $30 million infrastructure bill that's
Oh,
continuing
yeah? What's it
right
called?
now in the city. I don't know the fucking name of the goddamn bill. I don't do this for a living like you.
Okay, tell me
clown-ass
the
musicians.
specifics of the bill. I'll find it.
It doesn't. It's.
It doesn't
New York
matter.
City- Did I say it didn't fucking matter?
You were about to.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's just some subway bullshit in New York City that was frozen. And
Subway
he
bullshit in New
unfucking
York
froze
City.
it. Yeah, and pushed that thing through. So that's an infrastructure
The
bill. Yes.
president pushed that through.
Yes.
That doesn't sound like something
Yes,
that
it does
the
because it
president
was
would do.
frozen. It was frozen because all you liberals in these cities have your fake bullshit going on with your DEI programs and whatnot.
Damn,
and
spelling's
it's
hard.
False. It's false companies you're putting out there to get the work.
False
So
companies.
yes.
I
Yeah.
don't even know what that
It's-
means.
Yeah, exactly. You don't. So
You want to explain what the fuck you were
yeah.
just saying?
Well, so what? So if you're a minority, what does that mean? When you're
If you're a
when you're in the
minority.
construction. Yeah. No shit, dude.
Okay, so why are you asking the question? You really suck at English.
Do I?
Yes.
Because you're the one that asked me, and you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
I didn't
so-
ask you anything.
So, if you're a minority contractor,
Conversations are hard for you, aren't they?
if you're a minority contractor, you have the better chance of getting that project straight because you're a minority. Like that. That's
Oh.
how,
Is that
it
how
works.
that
They have-
works?
Oh, this guy is
They have to
cute.
give out
Nemo,
30
this guy is cute. He
something
doesn't
plus-
know. He doesn't know what DEIA means. Oh, this guy's cute.
Oh, really? I don't know. So
Cool. Then why don't you define?
You're asking
Why don't
me.
you? Yeah. So define
I'm
the
the one
letters.
fucking telling you which one. You
hold
don't
on,
even know
bud.
what you're talking
Hey,
about,
bud,
brother.
calm down.
I'm just telling you that
Chief, calm down. Stop crashing out. Can you define the letters?
contractors
I want to
that
hear the
are
letters.
getting minority work that
Bud,
does not deserve it.
Relax. Calm down. I just want you to
No.
tell us what the
Listen,
letters
I'm not teaching.
D,
You can
E,
go Google
I,
it if you
and
don't
A
fucking-
mean. No, I want you to tell us.
If
What
you
does
don't know it,
D, E, I,
I'm
and
not
A
explaining
mean?
shit to you.
Oh, so you don't know?
because you're
Oh,
getting
so you don't
you
know.
don't know what you're
So
talking
you're
about.
admitting. So
I'm
you're admitting
winning,
to
and now
us.
you're getting
So you're admitting you don't know.
asking me some bullshit.
So you're admitting you don't
Come
know.
on, bro. You're looking weak.
Great.
This
So you admit you don't know.
fuck, dude.
Okay, guys, he doesn't know what
Yep,
DEI
I don't
even
know.
means.
Yes, I don't know.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so tell us what it means.
No, I'd rather not. You said
Go
you
ahead.
said
Oh,
you said
exactly.
that
So
I
now you
had
don't know.
to.
You made a big fucking
You
spiel.
said that I had to go and
You're a
Google
bunch
it
of
myself. So why would I
bitches,
tell
dude.
you? I'm using your own logic. You said that. Why would you tell
coward.
me? So why would I tell
You're
you?
nothing, bro. Because I don't know. Obviously, I don't know. So go ahead.
Obviously, I don't know.
Yeah,
You didn't even know,
dude. You guys are a fucking bunch
You
of
didn't
pussies.
even know that there was an A on the end of that name.
I thought
did
you guys were
Oh man. Now,
real. You're not.
now is
nothing.
DEIA the same as affirmative
You're all
action?
fake news and nothing.
Is DEIA the same as affirmative
guys are all weak.
action?
Weak as fuck, dude.
Is DEIA the same
Not
as
impressed
affirmative
by you guys
action?
at all.
Okay, you
I
can't.
should be getting universes up in this shit, dude. You can mute yourself.
Okay, bud. Anyways, I was trying to ask you a question, and Nemo tried a number of times, but it seems like you just can't seem to track the conversation. That was the second time we tried to bring you back up. So, anyways, yeah. If you voted for Donald Trump and you can have like a real conversation, would you come up or call in, please? All right, cool. Thank you. We would appreciate that. But Nemo, he brought us 250 people.
This is beautiful, by the way. So I found what he was talking about, the subway thing. This is awesome. Okay, cool. So, headline. Trump administration restores funding to New York City's 2nd Avenue subway project after lawsuit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, interesting.
Yep. Brian? Hey,
U.S. Department of Transportation said in a federal court filing Thursday that it has completed its review of the 2nd Avenue subway line project and will begin reimbursing state transit officials again for construction costs. Interesting. Wait for it. U.S. DOT had withheld roughly $60 million from the 2nd Avenue project as it launched its review. Overall, the project is supposed to cost $7.7 billion, with the federal government covering around $3.4 billion. The dispute over the 2nd Avenue subway was among a number of major transportation projects in New York and New Jersey that Trump has sought to scuttle as he feuded with Democratic leaders in those states. The administration in October also halted billions of dollars in funding for a massive new rail tunnel between New York and New Jersey. He's claiming victory because the Trump administration lost a court case and had to restore funding.
Yeah. It is like, okay, bud. Cool story. I swear to God, man. Like, sometimes I wonder, like, if any of you fine folks ever wondered how it was that the Trump family made tens of millions of dollars off of this phone that doesn't exist and is never going to exist, and they scammed millions of people out of $100 each. It's that guy. It's that guy. There you go.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go.
Also, it is definitely my birthday. I saw all sorts of crazy animations going while I was trying to find this thing. That was awesome. Thank you all of y'all. Christopher, thank you for the 10 on Venmo. And Dawn, thank you for the Cash App. And Julie, thank you for the Cash App. Appreciate both of y'all. Thank you.
Thank you guys very much. We appreciate the support. We'll keep it going all night for our friend Nemo on his belated birthday, 2 days late. Permanent. Hi, did you vote for Donald Trump?
Oh, no, my bad. My tapper was going.
That's okay, friend. We appreciate you. Have a good night.
All right, you too.
Once again, guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, we invite you to hop on up in the box. We're just looking to talk to Trump supporters at the moment, so we would appreciate it if we just limit it to Trump supporters. Thank you very much. If you're over on the tube, welcome in with us tonight. You can call the number that is right above my head, or that is pinned up in the chat. Either way, you're going to get through, because right now we have no guest up in TikTok and we have no one on the phone line. So now would be a great time to pop on in and to have a chat with Nemo and I about why you still support Donald Trump. We would like to know why is that? Did those 250 people leave with him, or no, they're still here? That's weird. Okay. So weird. Somebody said that SCOTUS has gutted the big blue wave. Hey Keegan, hey friend. Somebody said that SCOTUS gutted the big blue wave. Like, no, that's definitely not what happened. Also, Neil, I have to say, I'll tell you in a second. Hold on. Hi, thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Oh, we still rolling with Trump, baby. You still hating on the dog?
I'm sorry.
Are you still hating on the dog? Are you not watching things getting better?
I'm sorry. Did you? I really couldn't understand a word you just said. Did you say you voted for Donald Trump? Yes or no?
Well, hell yeah, I voted for Donald Trump.
Okay, can
you
tell us?
Hating on the dog, the
can
tough
you still?
dog,
I'm
baby?
sorry. Yeah. Can you just tell us how old you are and what state you're in, please?
I am older. I'm over 18.
That's not the question I asked. I said, how old are you and what state are you in?
Why does that matter? I'm an American and I'm an adult. I'm over 18 years old.
It's because this is our show and it's for terms of service. So you can either tell us or you can leave.
I am proudly 48 years old.
Okay, and what state are you in?
I am in New York State and I am in New York City.
Delightful. So why do you still
Manhattan to be specific?
I'm glad you were Pacific. Thank you. So
yes, and I'm white, and I'm proud to be white. Although some people will call us the N-words of Europe, I'm white.
Literally have never heard anyone say that about white people in Europe.
You never heard nobody refer to the Irish
why do you still support
Europe?
Why do you still support Donald Trump in May of 2026?
Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? I'll tell you why. I love that he's getting rid of that he secured the border. I love that. I think that's one of the biggest things to save our country. I also love the fact of illegal immigration. As far as ICE goes, I like the fact that they're getting rid of, they're getting rid of the troublesome people that are here that have no right to be here, by the way.
The troublesome people?
Yeah, the troublesome people. The people who are residing in our country illegally. After they've had their due process, they haven't had due process,
and I mean they're going after grannies and kids who were brought here.
Definitely not. Oh, definitely not.
They're not.
No. That's the media.
The media is going after grannies and little kids.
We have a real issue in my city with illegal immigrants killing Americans.
No, you
don't. We have a
don't.
major issue.
No, you don't.
No,
you don't.
We do.
I lived in New York City. But I hate to break this to you. I lived in New York City, and I follow the news there. You have zero issue with that. It's not true.
Aha! You're so crazy. We had in the last month we've had 5 Americans killed.
No,
by
you
illegal
haven't.
immigrants.
That's a lie. No,
yes,
you haven't.
We have. Yes,
no,
we
you
have.
haven't, sir.
Oh, yes, we have.
Great. Then I want
yes,
you. Great. Then what I'd like you to do right now is I'd like you to tell me their names and who they were murdered by. Please go.
Well, you know what?
Now that you asked me to tell you their names,
I have all that information.
I have it. It's in my other pants. It's with my girlfriend in Canada. Okay, but
no,
any
I wouldn't have a girlfriend in Canada. My girlfriend was right here with me in New York City.
Sure, we all
I don't
believe
need
that.
to have
Anyways,
a,
are you going to tell us the
a
names of the people?
long-distance
We're waiting for the
relationship
names.
doesn't work.
Anyways, tell us the names now.
Say it again?
Tell us the names of the people right now.
Right now.
Yep.
Immediately.
Yep.
Oh, my God. Right now.
Yeah, because you're lying. We all know you're lying.
No, well, you got to give me a minute. You can't say right now. I can pull their names up.
Great, pull
but you
them
can't
up.
say right now immediately.
Well, I want that to be the next words out of your mouth, so pull it up.
Okay. So I'll give you two women. Two women stabbed to death weekend before last weekend.
What were their names?
I'll get you their names. I got to look their names up. But I'll get you their names. It's important for you, so I'll get you their names.
Well, it's important for everybody that we actually fact-check things. You know, fact-checking is important because sources are important because generally what happens is, for example, the Trump administration, they do things like, they lie all the time and they give incorrect information.
I know, but Trump does lie, but also Democrats lie just as,
No, they don't.
They don't lie.
No,
right?
they don't. They don't
Oh,
lie
no, they
nearly as
don't.
much.
Okay, I'm glad you said Democrats.
I know. Hold on, but
lie.
I didn't say that
Democrats
they don't. That's not what I
lie.
said. If you would listen,
That's exactly what you said.
Hey, but
No, they don't. No, they don't.
if you didn't interrupt me, what I said was they don't lie nearly as much. You interrupted when I said. I didn't say they don't lie. All politicians, to a degree, lie. Donald Trump has lied more than any other politician verifiably in modern U.S. history.
Okay, so I got the names of the women that you wanted.
Okay.
Anna Maria Del Aguila, 42. She's got about 4 names. And the other woman's name was you gotta give me a second because I'm looking up the name here. Both females were killed by multiple stab wounds to the neck and torso by Ronnie Ferreira.
Okay. Ronnie.
Hold up.
Okay.
That was the name of the murderer. He was an illegal immigrant from El Salvador. The other lady's surname. I'm sorry, they're not giving me the first name.
Time out.
Lorenzo.
That's actually. Hold on. I'm reading. Just so you know.
Yes.
I'm reading CBS News right here because I have the article pulled up. CBS News New York reached out to the Department of Homeland Security about the suspect's citizenship status, but has not heard back.
Oh, no. Don't do that. He crossed over illegally in 2014, and he was resided in the country illegally ever since. That's the truth. That's the absolute truth.
Okay, I'm just telling you that's what the news says, but okay.
How old was he in 2014?
I beg your pardon, sir?
How old was he when he crossed over?
He was a child when he crossed over.
Yeah. So he came over here not of his own volition.
Well, he was you never heard of unaccompanied minors?
You're telling me that a 12-year-old wait a second. How old is this guy? Let's see. This says that the suspect was 22. If he came over in what year did he come over?
The chat's saying 2016. I think that the caller is just fucking idiot.
It says he came here at age 12. So caller, are you saying that this guy came here by himself at age 12?
Hell yeah, he came here by himself. Millions of unaccompanied minors come by themselves.
Great, and how do you know that information? How do you know that he came here by himself? Do you have proof for us that happened? Or was he brought here by someone else?
It was reported that he came over here by himself.
Great, can you show us that report? Where was it? Where did you see that?
Wait, but the crazy thing is, you're trying to stick to
It's really weird. All I'm trying to do is sir, excuse me, sir.
Did he kill 2 women?
Sir, I don't know why you're sir, I don't know why you're yelling.
And did he kill 2 women?
Sir, I don't know why you're yelling, and I don't know why you're crashing out. We're just trying to verify the information that you're giving. So when you say something like He came here by himself. Ah! All we want to do is we're just trying to. Where did you get that information from?
Where did you get the information from that he didn't come by himself?
Sir, you're asking us to prove a negative. That's impossible. And also, we didn't make a claim. Also, we didn't make any claims to it. You're the one who claimed that he came here by himself.
Yes.
So, can you please prove your claim?
Yes, I can prove my claim.
Great.
My claim was that illegal immigrants are killing Americans.
Sir,
and I just proved
you said that there were five. Sir, you said that there were five people. So, number one, this was a child who came here not by himself, because you can't prove that. So, no. Who are the other three people? Who are the other three people that you're talking about recently?
Well, the Air Force veteran, 78 years old, I believe, pushed in front of the train tracks. Right.
Oh yeah, that guy. You mean the guy that the Trump administration let back in? Oops. Yeah, that would be on Donald Trump. So you should really be blaming the Trump administration on that one.
Actually, he came in in 2024 during the Biden administration.
Wrong.
No, not wrong.
Oh no, they already found out. They already found out that the Trump administration lied about that one. Did you not hear about that? He came in at the first part of 2025 when Donald Trump was president. Oops. Goddamn.
I'm not up to speed on that.
Yeah, I know. I guess not.
No, I wasn't up to speed. But because you came in 2025, it makes a difference that an illegal immigrant murdered an Air Force veteran.
Considering the fact that you guys are the ones who hold up what's her face, whose name I don't even want to say because it's so performative and her family doesn't even want her name to be said.
God.
You guys do that all the time because that happened under Obama.
Oh my God.
Or I mean, it happened under Biden, excuse me.
Well, I would think that the jokes of the conversation and the meat and potatoes of the conversation would be that an illegal immigrant killed.
Cool. So great. Okay, great caller. Great. Then let's go with your great. Okay, great. Then let's go. Great. Then let's go with your logic. So in 2024, how many undocumented? So in 2024, in Biden's last year. So let's do this. In 2024, in Biden's last year, how many undocumented people committed murders in the United States of America? What's the number?
Thousands of them.
Thousands. Oh my God, Nemo. Thousands.
Oh, thousands.
Oh,
across the country.
Oh yeah, across the country. Thousands.
The gangbangers out in California.
Oh, the gangbangers.
13.
Yeah.
Oh, please, man.
It was Mad Max Fury
What about the girl
Road
down
out there in
in
LA,
Texas?
man.
What about your girl down in there in Texas? What about the girl over there in South Carolina?
All right, so
you want to keep going?
Okay.
Should we keep going?
No, I just wanted to double check. So you think the number is thousands, right?
Oh, definitely.
Do you want to place it? You want to place a bet?
Well, if you say 24, I'm gonna literally laugh at you.
No, the year was 2020. No, I'm not going to say 24. The year was 2024. I'm asking you, do you want to know the number of murders?
Well, you don't know the number of murders.
Actually, we do know the number of murders because okay.
No, you don't.
So you're telling me that Customs and Border Protection doesn't know their own statistics under the Trump administration? You're telling me this is the Trump?
Oh, they wouldn't know once they got.
So wait a second. Hold on. I just want to double check something, sir. Are you telling me that the Trump administration is lying?
The Trump administration.
Hold on, sir. I have on. Can you see the screen right now, or do you not have a second device?
Yeah, well, I'll look at the screen.
Okay, great. So what I have for you right here is this is cbp.gov. This is Customs and Border Protection. So this website right now. The following is a summary of U.S. Border Patrol enforcement actions related to arrests of criminal aliens for fiscal years 2017 to 2026. That means that this website is under the guise of the Trump administration. So if we look here, again, this is their statistics. So if we look here under homicide and manslaughter in the year of 2024, right here, sir, that number is a total of 29. There were 29 murders in 2024, and then in 2025 there were 23. So I think that your number of thousands is off.
23. So that's 50. That's 50 way too many.
Well,
That's
sir,
50 people
sir,
killed. And you
well,
know what
sir,
happens
I
when
hate
50
to break this
people
to
get
you.
murdered?
Well, sir, I hate
No,
to
you know
break
what
this to
happens
you.
when
Well,
you know
great.
what
I'm so
happens
glad
when
that we
people get
agree,
murdered?
sir. I'm so glad that we agree on that
Well, I
because since
agree.
we agree
I
on that,
agree.
then we
I
also
completely agree.
must agree that what we really should be doing, that since white Americans commit crime at a far higher rate, that we should probably be kicking
here
them
we
out
go.
of the country, right?
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
You can't stop that. Well,
oh,
I'm
you
gonna give
can't
a little
stop.
logic
Oh,
here.
Nemo, you can't
I'll
stop
give you a
that.
little
Wait,
logic
why
here.
can't you stop
I'll
it?
give you a little logic here. You can prevent illegal immigrants from coming into your country with a
No, you
secure
can't.
border. You cannot prevent.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
You literally
cannot
can't.
prevent. Every country has their own criminals. Every single country has their own criminals. So the analogy of we have criminals here already, so it's
That's not an
okay if we
analogy.
let in the rest of the world's criminals. It's okay if the rest of the world's criminals come in here unvetted through an unsecure border. That's okay because we
Wait, so you're
already
fine
have
letting criminals
our
come
own
in if they're
country.
vetted? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, that's insanity.
What?
I mean, that's like liberal logic 101. It just don't
I mean,
make no
you
sense, man.
you said letting criminals come in unvetted, which implies that you'd be fine if they were vetted.
I would be okay. I would be more okay if they were vetted. Yes.
More okay?
Yes, I would. If you knew that these people came from a place and that they weren't already convicted rapists or murderers or wanted for crimes in their own home countries, I definitely think that that would be better than no vetting at all.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
like what's already happening? Also,
So-
actually, stand by for just a second. Let's use your logic. How would that change the reality of what you were just talking about with the 22-year-old Stabby McStabberton?
With the murdered American. Say it. Just say with the murdered American.
Yeah, how would that change that? Because he came over when he was 12.
Yeah.
He wasn't unaliving people whenever he was, I don't know, in or not,
wait
like
a
a sixth
second
grade.
now. Wait a sec. Hold on now. In El Salvador, it is very prevalent for children to murder people.
So now you know this guy's record before he came into the country?
Now. Well, that's the whole point. I don't know his record, and neither
So
do
then,
you,
okay, if you
because he
don't
was
know
unvetted.
his record, then you would.
Right.
Why are you assuming that this guy was like Dahmer whenever he was, I don't know, his voice was cracking?
Oh, why would I assume? Because when you take the reason why is because you err on the side of precaution,
Do
especially
you?
when it comes to your borders and letting people into your country. Yeah, you do, man. Because even one person, you know that the one person that was killed by the
Didn't
illegal
you say you were
that's not
Irish?
just that one guy. His whole family is destroyed for the rest of their life.
Didn't
this
you
guy was
say
murdered.
earlier that you were Irish?
I'm American.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, like you were pretending that you were white and Irish, right?
I'm not pretending anything. Do my family
Okay,
come
so you
from
were pretending
Ireland?
you were Irish, right?
There's no pretending, bro. That's my bloodline.
Okay, well, I mean,
But
I
I'm
just want to be
American.
sure, right? So okay,
I'm
so
American
you're
by birth
Irish,
and nationality. I'm Irish by
right?
blood.
You're
Right.
you're a descendant of Irish immigrants, right?
I'm not a descendant. I'm Irish.
Okay, cool. So then you're
I'm
Irish.
not claiming Native American. You want me to claim Native American? I'm not claiming Native
No,
American.
I
know
wanted
what
you to
I
just answer the question that I asked, like, I don't know, 60 seconds ago, where I said, hey, are you Irish? And then you
Sure.
said no, like 10 times.
I told you I was Irish. I'm Irish by blood.
Okay, cool. So you're Irish. So, didn't your ancestors like come over here in droves?
Yes, sir, they did.
You think that they were vetted?
They were vetted through Ellis Island. As a matter of fact, my grandparents.
Do you understand the
my
concept of
grandparents-
vetting, sir?
Yes, I do, sir.
What do you think vetting was in the late 1800s at Ellis Island?
I think vetting in the late 1800s was very different than it is in 2026.
Yeah? What do you think they did?
I think they more or less, what I know, they looked for diseases, and they also, you had to have a sponsor, and you could not ever be a
Didn't have to have a sponsor.
Did not have to have a
Yes,
sponsor.
you did have
Nope,
to have
that's
a
a lie.
sponsor.
Nope, you didn't. Nope, that's a lie.
Here we go. You know what you do when you don't agree with somebody? What you
No,
don't
it's
do
just
is
you're
call
just
them a
wrong. You
liar.
didn't have to have
You
a
know, it's
sponsor
like
at Ellis Island,
disrespectful.
sir. You didn't have to have a sponsor. That's
They
not how that
actually
worked.
did.
No, they didn't.
Should we do a history on Ellis Island and what it took for immigrants to come through Ellis Island and then allowed? Do you know that they have a jail in the base of Ellis Island?
Yes,
where
sir.
all
And we also
immigrants
know
were
that they
kept?
had to medical quarantine people. That Jesus Christ, do you think that we don't
Yes,
know
sir,
this
they
information? I've literally been there. I lived in New York City, you fucking idiot.
I'm from New York City.
Good. I live
You
there too.
live
I
here.
live there
I'm
in
from
Brooklyn.
here.
Good. Then maybe you should
That
learn a
don't
little
mean
bit
you
more.
a hipster.
Then maybe you
You
should
a
learn a
hipster
little
in
bit more
Brooklyn.
about your
You
own
don't get
fucking
no points
history.
For being a hipster
I'm
for
not
a
a-
year or two in
But
Brooklyn.
I'm not a
You don't
fucking
get no points
hey,
from
bud.
that.
I'm not a fucking hipster. And by the way, you should learn a little bit more about your own fucking
You
city's
don't even
history.
know Brooklyn. Like what neighborhood
Dude,
you live
like
in Brooklyn?
you want to
Oh
sit
my
here
God.
and say hipster in Brooklyn,
What
dude.
neighborhood you lived
you
in
get
Brooklyn?
even less points for being a dumbass in Manhattan. How is it that you don't
What
know the
neighborhood did you
history
live
of
in
New
in
York
Brooklyn?
City?
Hold on. I'll tell you.
What?
Hold on. I'll tell you in 1 second. But just
I
relax.
asked a question.
Hold on. Hold on. Wait 1 second. I'm just pulling something up for you.
Look it up. Look it up. Pick a neighborhood.
No problem, bud. What? Oh, I'm sorry. I just wanted to. I don't need to look up a neighborhood. By the way, I lived in Clinton Hill, Bed-Stuy, and Park Slope. Anyways, immigrants arriving at
Hipster
Ellis.
Central,
Excuse
baby.
me.
Hipster Central.
No, sir. Hipster
That-
Central. No,
that
sir.
is the
No, sir.
case
Hipster
study.
Central would be Greenpoint and Williamsburg. You fucking idiot.
No way.
Yes.
Greenpoint was always Polish.
It
Greenpoint
was.
always
It
Polish.
was until the mid
Williamsburg
2000s.
was
You
always
idiot.
Italian
Goddamn,
and
you were a
Jewish.
fucking boomer, and
You
you're only a couple
lied.
years older
You
than
lied.
me. Anyways.
You a liar.
Anyways, bud,
You a liar.
immigrants arriving at Ellis Island from 1892 to 1954
Now
did
we know
not
who's lying.
require a formal legally binding sponsor in any sense. Anything else?
Awkward.
Now we know you're not.
Immigrants
you're being
arriving at
disingenuous.
Ellis Island from 1892 to 1954 did not require a formal legally binding sponsor in any sense. Anyways,
Was that the law? Was that the laws of the land at the time?
yup.
Oh, well, there you go. And what's the laws of the land nowadays? You are not to cross over that border.
Dipshit, we didn't
illegally.
accuse you of
Yes,
coming here.
you go through
We
a
didn't
port
accuse
of
you.
entry.
Hold on.
You go
calm
through
down.
a port of
Calm down.
entry.
Calm down,
So
Jeffro.
you just
Calm
proved
down.
my point.
Calm
In those
down.
times,
I'm just going to go ahead and assume this guy's name is Tony.
Were following
He
the
just
laws
sounds
of
like a
the
Tony
land.
Or
like
Joey.
an Eddie.
Joey.
A Joey.
Joey.
Those
Joey. Are you?
Joe,
Is
this
your
guy's
name? Is your
definitely
name
Joey.
Joey?
Laws of the land.
Sir, is your name Joey?
My name is not Joey.
What's your name? What's your first name?
What's your goddamn name? I don't know your name.
Our names are
What's
literally
your-
on the
what's your
screen
name?
right now, dude.
I'm Joey
You could
Bag
read
of
their-
Donuts,
you could-
okay?
Well, you know what?
I'm
They
fucking
call
walking
my
here.
name-
I'm talking about
they call me the
immigration,
white-
okay?
they call-
I'm a
they call
fucking
me the
expert.
white
I was
Denzel.
born in
They call me
Manhattan,
the
all
white
right? I don't know
Denzel.
dick about New York City, but I
Right.
get to be
They
like,
call
oh
me
yeah,
the
no,
white
no, you're
Denzel.
just you're a tourist. You're not an actual New Yorker.
And
I
you
don't know
know,
shit about New
I'm
York.
the goyim of the month.
And
I'm the
literally,
goyim of
and
the
by the
month.
way, and just to really fucking stick it to you, literally,
Yeah,
if
go
you
ahead.
Google it, the most hipster neighborhoods in New York City: Williamsburg,
Yes.
Bushwick,
Clinton
Greenpoint.
Hill.
Nope,
Clinton Hill.
not even there.
Yes, sir.
Literally
Yes,
right
sir.
here. Nope.
Yes,
I
sir.
have it up on the screen, dude. You literally don't even
Yes.
know your own fucking city, you fucking
I
idiot.
know my city. I know my city.
Clinton Hill is not
I
a
know
hipster
Brooklyn.
area.
I know Brooklyn
No,
like
you
the back
don't.
Of my hand. I know Brooklyn like the back of my hand.
Good. Where's Pratt Institute located?
Pratt Institute, down in Flatbush.
Oh my god, dude. Fuck off. It's in Clinton Hill, you idiot.
Clinton Hill. Oh my God. Clinton Hill.
This guy sucks.
Oh my God.
You don't even leave Manhattan, probably.
My man,
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm
Get
from
the
Bronx.
fuck out of
I live
here.
in Manhattan now.
I'm from the Bronx. You're a Yankees fan, aren't you?
I'm not.
Oh, wow.
Sorry to think this guy
Yeah.
lives in Westchester
Not
and he
a
just
Yankees.
claims he's
I'm
in
a
New York
Jets
City.
fan. I'm a Jets fan.
Oh, we talked to this guy.
Yes,
we
sir.
talked to this
Yes,
guy
sir.
already. This guy
Wait,
was
really?
the fucking idiot who called up the other day. We already fucking clocked this guy. Oh my god.
Listen to this sissy-ass soy boy calling
You
me a
remember
fuck-
that?
You
We
would
already-
never talk to
this
me
guy
like that
sucks.
in real life. I would slap the shit out of you and your boyfriend.
Oh.
Your little
Someone's a little
boyfriend over there.
spicy.
I would slap the shit out of both
sure.
you white boys.
Oh,
I'm telling
but
you.
listen. You're right. I wouldn't do this because I don't hit people that are 5'6".
I'm not 5'6".
One thing
that's
that's funny is that he fucked up on. Well, to be clear, he fucked up on pretending that he was white because he just called us two white boys.
I know, right?
I'm white.
Why'd you call
But
us
I'm
white
not
boys
as white
then?
as you.
I'm white.
Well, I
Because you're
mean,
like
very
phony.
few
You're
people
like
are white as
lame.
me. That
You're
is
like,
true.
You're like the type of white boys that would like go to jail and hold the shanks and the knives for the black guys because you're scared. That's the kind of white. I'm not that type of white boy. You know, you're the type of white guy who would
Does that make us
get
like
on your knee
Blade
and
Masters?
get
Is that
on your
what we are
knee
now?
and beg for forgiveness over George Floyd. That's the type of white guy you are. So I'm not one of those type of white boys. No. You know, not that type.
What kind are you?
You're the type of white guy who would eat food from Somalia and hate every taste of it, but tell everybody it was good because you didn't want to hurt Somalians' feelings.
What?
This is the type of soy boy, white boys I'm talking to on the phone. So that's the reason I'm talking to you like that.
Huh?
What the fuck? Are you okay, dude?
Yeah, that's a fact.
You seem
That's
to be.
a
You got like a
fact.
lot of frustration.
You are
Don't
the
you?
type of white boy to go to India and talk about
you are
it's one of the
deprived
most
of therapy, aren't you?
healthiest, sanitized countries on the planet. That's the type of white
I'm
boy
guessing.
you
I'm
are.
guessing the rates for shrinks
Yeah.
in New York City are pretty high. So never mind. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
he really
Yeah,
can't. There's no
I
way he
am
could
New York
afford.
City.
There's no way he
I
could afford
am
that
New York
shit.
City.
Honestly,
I am hip-hop.
the idea that he even really lives in
Do
Manhattan
you want to have a
is
rap
bullshit.
battle? Do you want to have a
What
rap
neighborhood
battle?
do you live in? What neighborhood do you live in?
I live right now. I live in Chelsea.
You live in Chelsea?
Yeah.
How much you pay a month in rent?
Oh, we're not gonna do that.
Oh, we're not going to do that? Why don't you? No. How much you pay a month in rent? Go.
Well, I don't. You know, I'm not one of those guys that go online and start flossing. You know what I'm saying?
No, I want to know how much you pay a month in rent. Go. Because
Well,
you're lying to
well,
us. You're lying.
It's over.
You're
I
lying.
haven't even said it yet. You're calling me a liar.
Because you're a liar. Because you won't say it.
It's over 3,000 a month.
Bullshit. You're just fucking lying. Oh, it's over 3,000. You're lying. Because you know why I know you're lying? How big's your apartment?
Why?
How big's your apartment?
Oh, it's a one bedroom, but
If it's a
big.
1 bedroom in Chelsea, the average price for a 1 bedroom in Chelsea right now is close to $5,000. You fucking idiot.
Ask me how long I've lived here.
You got rent control?
No.
Oh,
Ask me
no.
how long I've lived here.
Yeah, you're fucking full of shit. I don't care how long you live
Ask
there.
me how long I've lived here.
Can we have a rap battle?
Do it.
You want to rap battle?
Can we have a rap?
I'll
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll
You
battle
first.
both
Yeah,
you white
go ahead.
boys. Come on. I'll
Oh, you gotta
both
battle
white
me.
boys.
I want to have a rap battle. Please. This is so
No,
much
man.
fun.
How many
Come
times?
on.
How many
Come
times have
on.
you bent down? How many times have you cried over George Floyd? How many times? How many times you cried?
What?
How many
What?
times you went to sleep
Why-
and that
What are you
really
talking
bothered
to?
you?
I thought we were gonna have a rap
But you
battle.
didn't give a fuck. But you didn't give a fuck
This
if
cipher
an
sucks,
American
man.
was killed by the legal immigrant.
I don't
You
like
didn't give a
this
fuck
one.
if
This
it-
is not fun. What
No,
kind of
this
bars
is-
are these?
This
You didn't
guy's
give
weird.
2 fucks.
You're
Right?
choking harder than
You
B
didn't give a
Rabbit and 8 Mile. Okay. Somebody call Future,
I'm
tell him how to
definitely
rap. I don't know.
Dude, you see where he's from? Detroit is a shithole because the
Come
blacks
get
and the
Malibu's
fucking
most
Muslims
wanted.
run it. You see it?
Oh, there's the
Malibu.
racism.
What did you
There's
say?
the racism.
Oh yes.
Here, bud.
Oh hell yeah.
Here, bud. Why
got
don't you
brothers from
throw us some sick beats, okay? Look, throw us something good.
Look,
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Show us what you got.
Oh, what?
Show us. Go.
Check it. I call her black or mooly. I put the toolie to his head. I don't give a fuck if it's a Muslim or red. I'm a white boy and I'll leave these niggas dead. Catch me on a train with
Whoa!
Yeah, no, thank you.
Whoa!
Yeah, there you go.
Whoa!
Dropping.
That must not
just
be clipped. No.
nope.
No.
God damn. I was like, oh, this is gonna be funny and amusing, and then guys like casually dropping hard
And they
ERs.
he said the N word. Y'all never seen Do the Right Thing? The fuck are we doing here? Hi. I just wanted to rap.
Hold on 1 second. Thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Of course I did.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
44.
And what
What else did you ask?
state?
Oklahoma.
Okay, thanks. We're going to put you on a brief hold. We'll be right back with you. How are you, Erika?
I'm doing well. Tell Nemo he can't leave. He must come back.
I mean, I don't think Nemo is leaving. I don't think that's definitely not a thing.
Oh, y'all are too kind. Thank you for the love. I just wanted to rap. I didn't know that was going to happen.
I'm sorry, friend.
Jesus Christ.
Real quick over on the tube. Want to thank Cool Breeze. Thank you, Cool Breeze, for being a member for a month with us. Appreciate that very, very much. And thank you to Catherine for the super chat who wants me to sing "Happy Birthday to Nemo." I in the words of Mick Jagger, happy birthday on me. I can't do it like Mick does. I can do a lot of good vocal impressions. I cannot do
Elton John.
Yeah, I can do all that. Yeah, Mick is. I really don't like Mick Jagger's voice.
Do Whitney Houston.
But I'm not every woman. So no.
Do Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe. You can do it.
Thank you. All right.
Do Frank Sinatra.
Well, that's a little easier. All right, I'm gonna bring this guest back up. Are you gonna stay or are you gonna go? What are you doing?
I do one.
Yeah, you can do one. Sure, of course.
Okay.
She's gonna do one. All right, here we go. Thank you for holding, caller. Appreciate it. So why do you support Donald Trump in May of 2026?
Because that's who I voted for. In my state. Are you saying that I should probably...
I'm sorry, caller. We're having a really difficult time hearing you. You're a little garbled. I don't know if you're far from the phone or if you're in a bad signal area. Maybe you could try getting a little
You hear me
closer.
better?
That's a lot better. Thank you. Yes. I'm sorry. What did you say?
Well, because that's who I voted for. It's been about a year, and I'm not going to fall off the wagon this fast, just because there's some things going on. My first question, can I ask a question really quick?
Well, hang on. I'd like to. I just kind of want to dive. I kind of want to dive into that real quick because I mean that's kind of an interesting thing to say because it's been actually more like 15 or 16 months. It's been well over a year, and also and also just because you voted for somebody doesn't mean you should just unilaterally support them no matter what. I mean, if they're doing things that you don't like, I'm pretty
100%.
sure it's okay to say that you don't still support them.
Well,
that's totally reasonable.
There's not going to be anybody that's going to do everything that I like. There's always going to be things that I like about, a person and things that I don't like. That's just human condition right there. That's just the way it is.
Well, no one's saying you have to like everything about everybody, but when we're talking about
I know.
but when we are talking about politicians, you're supporting them based on the idea that you voted for them for a reason, right? So because you voted for them for a reason and the things maybe that they promised that they were going to do, if they don't do the things that they promised that they were going to do, you probably would stop supporting them. A perfect example, like say for a lot of us on the left side of the aisle, would be John Fetterman, right? John Fetterman was a guy that a lot of us supported, and we thought he was going to be somebody who had a lot of great ideas or a lot of good policy positions, and he's let a lot of us down because he's not done a lot of the things that we thought, and he shifted his policy position. So a lot of us no longer support him.
And so how do you stop supporting that person? What does that look like?
Well, I mean, I would say Well, I mean, obviously, that's a slightly different situation, right? Because I don't personally live in Pennsylvania, but I'm just using that as an example. But obviously, Donald Trump is national figure. He's the president of the United States, and so
Absolutely.
right? So what you could say is that you no longer support him or his policies, and you could say, like, for example, if the election was held today, would you still vote for Donald Trump, knowing what you know now?
It depends on who was going up against. If it was Kamala Harris and him, I would vote for him all day long.
So you would vote for higher gas prices, higher food prices, a war in
For now.
Iran, a crashed economy, all
Yes,
of that?
sir. Yes, sir.
Why would you
Yes,
vote?
sir.
Why would you vote against Americans' best interest? That's really interesting.
Well, now that's subjective. You know,
No, it's not. It's actually incredibly objective because
Well-
literally everything I just said is 100% verifiable, and all of those things
Okay.
go against our best interests. I mean,
well,
as Americans.
that's the part that's subjective.
Oh, so you think that
I-
higher
who's
gas
to say-
prices, a worse economy, higher food prices,
The higher gas prices
cost
are because of
goods.
what's taking place.
Sir, the higher gas prices are because of what's taking place in Iran, which is a war that did not need to happen.
Here's the thing, sir. Things happen, like gas prices being high. That's life. So
No, sir,
So
it's not
because of
just
gas
life when
prices-
you have. I have to stop you. It's not just life when somebody starts a war and causes the gas prices to go up. That's not just life. That is somebody
That happens.
directly forcing gas
Yeah.
prices to go up. So no, that's not just life. That is, I started a war. I caused gas prices to go up in the same way that Donald Trump signed a deal in April of 2020 that caused gas prices to go up. Sometimes that's a direct correlation. That's not
gas
just
price
life.
can be up. I mean, here's the thing: is like gas prices can go up. I can pay my gas. That's not a problem.
Okay, got it. So
I'm
just want to
worried
double
about
check
bigger
something. So in 2021 and 2022, you didn't complain about gas prices at all, right?
I haven't complained about gas prices not one time in my life.
So when Donald Trump was promising to bring gas prices down, that wasn't something that you voted for him on.
Did not bother. No.
So
sir.
when Donald Trump was
Absolutely not.
promising to bring food prices down and the price of goods, you didn't vote for him for that.
No, sir.
So when Donald Trump was saying that he was going to start no new wars and we absolutely were not going to go to war with Iran and Kamala Harris is going to start a war with Iran and start World War III and draft your kids, you didn't vote for him for that.
No, sir.
What did you vote for Donald Trump for?
Because we need change.
That's very
We
vague
need
and very
change,
disingenuous.
and he represented that change,
No,
sir.
sir. No, sir. No. He's not
Yes, sir.
changed. He was already president.
If you come
He's
from,
not
like,
changed, sir.
here's the problem.
No,
Here's
I'm
the
gonna,
problem.
no, sir. Sir, I need
Okay,
you
cut me
to.
off.
Yes, because here's what we're not going to do. We're not just going to do vague platitudes. We're not going to say change and he's making America
I don't.
great.
That
and
was my answer.
So
I can't give you an answer.
I understand. I'm saying that's not a good enough answer. Saying that you voted for change. What did you want
Okay.
to change?
Let's talk about it. That was what
No,
my answer was.
No,
now let's talk about it.
I'm trying to ask you for specific examples.
I know. Slow down and we can have a conversation. You don't got to do what you're doing. I know you got to do it for views and all that, but
I'm not doing anything for views, sir. I'm just trying to stop
here's
you
the big
from.
thing. I called to talk to you. You are on the other side, and I want to learn.
Okay.
I'm calling.
I'm just
to
trying to.
talk to you about this to learn your side,
Okay. I just am trying to stop.
not to tell you you're wrong.
Okay, I'm just trying to stop people from monologuing because oftentimes that's what happens. So if you're saying that you're voted for change, I just want to know genuinely, what is it that you thought was going to change?
See, that's not what I'm saying. So, with what's been going on, especially with Biden, and I'm not swinging on anybody's, sack about that. I know Trump likes to bomb on or talk crap about Biden a lot, but then Biden just wasn't the man for the job, and a lot of stuff went crazy.
Like
and I know
what?
I'm being vague. Excuse me. That we had a mass migration come into this country. And you can deny that, and it can be denied. It's a fact. I live in it. Like, I'm not saying that those people are bad people. I get along with different ethnicities, especially in Oklahoma. We have a lot of Mexicans here. I get along with them. I work with a lot of them. No problem.
Sounds like a good thing then.
Well, yeah, it sounds like a good thing. What I'm saying is
it's actually a bad thing.
There are processes that are set forth for reasons, and
what reasons?
They're breaking the law.
So does Donald Trump. That didn't matter.
Well, he's going to court for it, isn't he?
No, he's been to court.
Been to court,
convicted. He's committed a lot of crimes, dude. That doesn't really matter to you, though, right?
It does not matter to me.
Okay, so then why does it matter whenever it's somebody coming across the border?
Because it's the infrastructure. It's a situation on the infrastructure. Okay, so
what kind of infrastructure?
The entire infrastructure.
Okay,
our
So
infrastructure.
please tell me. So tell me how people coming across the border affects the interstate.
How it affects the interstate? Okay, here's how it affects the interstate. You got more people who aren't paying taxes. You know what fixes and works. I mean, no, if they're working under the table, they're not paying taxes. I'm talking about the ones not paying taxes. I'm not saying, again, sir, I'm not saying that they're bad people. I'm not saying anybody that they're bad.
The majority of people that fall into that category pay taxes.
This is reality. This is reality. Like, you drive more cars on a road, there's more wear and tear.
Sir,
if
you're talking
three
about
of the 10 people,
sir, they've done numerous studies on this over the last 40-ish
I've seen the
years.
studies myself.
Great. If you've seen the studies, then you would know that they contribute an insane amount of money in taxes because we have what are called ITINs, and those are a substitute for Social Security numbers, which allow businesses to file these people, even if they're undocumented, under taxes, and we still take their taxes out. There are a majority of these people who file under ITINs because if they didn't, the businesses would be the ones getting in trouble for paying so many people under the table. Our economy couldn't handle it, and the IRS would have so many businesses to go after. So that's why we know for a fact that these people are paying taxes to the tune of around $100 billion a year, sir. And that's not even.
And that's great.
Great. So
and
what?
See,
so
that,
what
that
you
right
just said, sir. So what you hold on. So what you just said about them not paying taxes is just categorically false.
That's not categorically false, though. I hear what you're saying and the way you're saying it, but that's not false. There are many, many, many people who are not here legally, who do not have Social Security numbers or the thing that they've implemented that you're talking about. Like, I get it. Like, we're implementing a lot of things. I'm hoping that we can figure something out and to keep a lot of the people,
well,
and to build
that's
that
infrastructure.
The
thing is that Donald Trump and the Republican Party has not made any effort to figure it out. Like, to your point, I'm assuming what you mean is like
that's something I can say that I do not support him about.
Okay, cool, right? Right. And the thing is that the Democrats did. The Democrats did every single year while Biden was president, and the Republicans shut it down every single year. So it's worse in that regard. And Donald Trump himself ensured that they shut it down because he railed about it, right? So, you got that. I mean, is it the tax thing? Is that the crux?
No,
is that your main thing with them?
That's just when I spoke on. That's just the first thing that came to mind.
Well,
and
when it comes to undocumented immigrants,
how are we the most successful country? How are we the top dogs? So in a certain bracket, and we are so far in debt that it's like a number that's not even fathomable.
Republicans.
Tell me how that happened.
Republicans.
Republicans. You're just going to say Republicans. You're not going to say what it was or anything. Just going to say Republicans.
Sir. We can absolutely. Nemo and I, we can go into great depth into that, and we can explain it all to you. But real quick, however, our friend Erika, who popped up for this call, she'd like to ask you a question, if you don't mind, just real quick, and then I would be happy to detail that out for you. But if you wouldn't mind, she'd like to ask a question.
Hi, caller. I just wanted to ask you just a really quick question, because you mentioned that they don't pay taxes, right? But my thing is, I know that you voted for Donald Trump, and with Donald Trump and his history of, being upset with the IRS for leaking his tax returns, how do you feel about Trump, only paying $750 in taxes in, like, what was it, 2016? And then $750 again in taxes in 2017. And then how about this? In the year of 2020, he paid nothing in taxes and he ended up getting like almost a $6 million refund. Like, how do you feel about that? Like, because I mean,
I say, God bless America. That's what I
you
say.
say God bless America to that,
God bless
but for some
America.
reason or another, these
This is
people
a
coming into this
beautiful,
country
beautiful, great
who are
country.
working these menial jobs, right?
These-
All right, or even you yourself,
And have the
because you
opportunity
pay.
to be
I'm
right where
so
Trump
sorry.
is.
You yelling in my ear for no reason. That's weird.
Oh,
Stop doing that. All
Are
right,
you going
but
to ask me the question and let
you
me answer, or are you just going to keep talking at me?
you did answer the question. You said God bless America, so that was your answer.
Yes.
All right, now what I'm going to tell you right now, motherfucker, is that you take that tone with me
Oh, here
again.
we
It'd be the
go.
last time you
Here we
take a
go.
tone.
Here we
Watch your
go.
mouth when you're talking to
Emotional.
me.
no
This is
one,
you being
Emotional.
emotional. You've
sir,
been displaying emotion this entire
Goodness
phone call,
gracious,
bro.
man.
Calm
s-
down.
sir,
That's what we're dealing with right there. You talk one thing, you're not trying to be united either.
sir,
It's just as bad as Trump.
sir. If
You're
you,
trying
I'm
to sit
just
there
as
and find
bad as
fault with
Trump.
me,
At least
and
you
I'm a
recognize that Trump
citizen
is
right along
bad.
with you.
sir, if you're trying to do something here, you're not doing it. You're just being combative. Erica was asking
What?
you Erica was asking you a good faith question, and the only
And
thing
I
that you
answered
did,
her.
excuse me,
What do I think about that?
sir,
I'll tell you what I think about
would
that. I
you,
think
sir,
America is
can you,
great.
excuse me, sir,
You can do that in
sir,
America.
I'm in the middle of a can you calm down, please? You're getting
How
worked up
come
for no
how come
reason.
you can get something through, but I can't? I get cut off.
You can get something through, but here's the problem.
Yeah.
Erica was in the middle of explaining something about her point, and you said, "Can you just get to the point? Why don't you speed it up?" Because there's no reason
I
to
did
do
not
that.
say that.
You
What?
literally just did.
Rewind rewind the tape, Matt.
Erica, did that
He is
gentleman
very
just interrupt you
emotional.
and
Go
basically
ahead.
He
say what I
Go
did.
just
ahead.
said?
Continue. Erica,
He
I
did
apologize,
interrupt
Erica.
me,
Continue,
and he
please.
took a
I
very, very
apologize.
rude tone.
Okay. Thank you for
Hmm.
apologizing. Appreciate that.
I do. I apologize.
Yeah.
These are
My
heated
main
discussions
thing
at times, and
here.
I'm sorry.
Hmm. So my main thing here is that as an American citizen, I'm sure that you pay taxes, and for some reason or another, you're okay with Donald Trump, a billionaire, and at that time, 100 millionaire, not paying a dime in taxes, but getting almost $6 million in taxpayer money as a refund. You're okay with that. And the reason why it doesn't make sense to me is because I'm pretty sure that you tell people that they need to pull themselves up by the bootstraps. Do you not?
It just depends on the situation. My son, yeah, something like that.
What,
But I don't know the people's
hmm
situation. We'd have to talk about it first.
what about people that need SNAP benefits? They need the government's
I've needed them
assistance to
before in
actually
my life.
eat. All
I've
right, would
needed
you?
them before in
Okay.
my life.
What about the people who need them for the duration of the time that they can have them, which is about 5 years? Do you think that they should pull themselves up by their bootstraps?
It depends on the situation. I don't know the situation, young lady.
What
I
about
know that some
Medicaid?
people do abuse the system. I know that that is a very real thing, but not everybody does.
Right. So some people would abuse our tax system, like let's say Donald Trump, perhaps.
Okay. There's
You're
there's a
okay with
justice
that.
system, and you can sue him. I mean, if that's the deal, I don't concern myself with that man's taxes. I concern myself with my taxes. I
You
concern
concern your,
myself with my children.
but you
You know what
think
I mean?
about
Like
it. You pay more in taxes than Donald Trump does. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
I would pay more. I would pay
Are you
more.
a rich
Listen,
man?
I love this country. Go outside and take a big deep breath.
Are you
Have
a
you
rich
lived
man?
anywhere else? No, absolutely not. I'm a journeyman electrician, raising 3 kids.
I don't. I
Hello?
don't know, Matt. I'm sorry, Matt and Nemo. I don't know.
Here's the
I don't
thing. I'm not
understand people
combative.
like
If I
this. That
sounded that way, I
I'm not.
apologize.
Okay, I
These
was
are
talking though.
situations where
Okay.
if we're not going to have an actual discussion about it, and then you're just, and the opposition is just going to say, you're bad because you think this way, and not say, well, why do you think this way?
No, no one's
I'm
just
trying
saying.
to figure out why you
Yeah,
think this way.
we're
Like I'm literally
or
trying to
when I
like
try to
figure
explain
out.
myself, and when I try to explain myself, I feel like I'm getting berated, by 3 different people. So
who's berating, sir? We're not raising our voices at you. Who's berating you? What are you talking about?
you know what I'm talking about. Poor choice of words. I apologize again.
Listen.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
What needs to happen is we need to be able to have conversations, and we need to be able to talk about it without getting all crazy and stuff, because we're citizens and we're brothers and sisters in this land.
Sir,
And
if you want to be great, then that's fine. If you want to be citizens and you want to be brothers and sisters, no, we're not. And if we want to be again, no, we're not, sir. And I'll explain to you
let me
why
tell you
we're
something.
not.
When a tornado
No,
destroys a
sir,
town,
you're
it doesn't matter if you're Democratic or Republican.
Actually,
you're brothers and sisters. I promise you.
Actually, sir, it does, because when the Trump administration withholds FEMA funds from Democratic states on an average of 60 days longer than it does from Republican states, it certainly fucking does matter which side of the aisle that you're on. And Democratic presidents, and no, don't interrupt me, sir. Excuse me, sir. I'm explaining something to you.
Go ahead.
Democratic presidents have never done that ever, and other Republican presidents, quite frankly, have never done that either. Even Republican presidents I don't like, they've never done that. Donald Trump does that shit. So when you say things like, when a tornado hits or a hurricane or a natural disaster hits, we're all in this together, and we're wrong. Because Donald Trump has made it so. So no, sir, we are not brothers and sisters right now. I would like to get back to the point where we are brothers and sisters, but it's really hard to be brothers and sisters.
Doesn't sound like it.
Sir, I'm trying to explain something to you, and you keep interrupting me. I'll let you talk.
I hear you. Your point is taken.
No, sir, I haven't made my point yet. You'll know when I've made my point, because then I'll be done talking, and I'm getting angry because you keep interrupting me. Stop interrupting me.
Calm down.
No, I will not calm down. I will wait for you to stop interrupting me and be a fucking adult. Can you stop? Thank you so much. My 9-year-old daughter knows how to do that. Good job. Anyways.
You're a father?
Yeah, I'm a father. Anyways, the thing that I'm trying to explain to you is that we are not brothers and sisters currently, because when you have somebody at the top of this country, the most powerful person ostensibly in the world, telling half of the country that they're the enemy, that they don't matter, and that other people on the right should be going after them, or that they shouldn't care about them, etc., 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 and making them out to be the enemy from within. That's a direct quote, by the way, from Donald Trump, calling people who are on the left the enemy from within. That is a direct quote. Again, when he calls people that, and when he does that, we're not brothers and sisters, sir. What is happening right now in this country is we're seeing the rise of a fascist government. And if you, sir, believe that that's okay and that fascism is okay, you're not my brother. That was my point.
If I may,
my turn. Erika's
yes,
still there?
No, it's okay. It's your turn. Go ahead.
Well, no, that's fine. I hear what you're saying, man. I hear a lot of emotion behind that too, and that's kind of what I'm hearing most. But I will say, are you saying we need to wait on them to make a decision to not let them control us? I mean, like, you're sitting, like, the point you're trying to make, and I know this is kind of getting away from, what the original topic was, but the way that you're speaking, I mean, I'm 44 years old, okay? I think like an adult. I'm a free thinker, and I think to myself, and what I try to pass to my children, that's why I asked if you're a father, things that I've done is different than the things that I try to impress upon my children. And when I impress these things upon my children, I try to think of the moral behind it, and I try to use that. So I come from a father, like I try to look at this as a father would. And if he's got all this control, it's still up to us whether or not we jump on board with that. You cannot like the person. You can hate everything about the person. That doesn't mean that we need to be divided, talking to each other with disrespect and not trying to hear the other one out on both ends.
It's not what I said.
That's
sir.
what I'm saying. I'm saying,
okay, and that's not what I said. That's not what I said, sir.
But what we're doing right now is we're focusing on how we talk to each other. Okay, and I
yes,
get it. We
that's
focus
where
on
the
how we
change
talk to
comes. We're
each other
talking about
because
change.
if
We want
you,
change, right?
I'm
It's
gonna
change we want, right?
just kind of talk through this and gonna keep on talking. So
Go ahead.
when we sometimes the message can be lost because if the other person can't hear you because of your tone, then okay, I get that part. However, I do think that it is in a sense disingenuous, for lack of a better word, to expect people who are witnessing the downfall of democracy, all right, want to have them remain calm and have them do, hold hands and saying we are the world with people who voted for this. Hey, you have to understand that the vote that you cast on November, I believe it's November 5th of 2024, all right, what it did is that it has led to right here at this moment, the conditions in which we are in, where we have people, especially in the state that I'm in, Arizona, 50% of the people who were receiving SNAP benefits last year in July do not receive those benefits today. Even people who are eligible are not receiving the benefits because of the new guidelines that the Trump administration has placed in, specifically the 6% payment error rate that has states on edge. Because if they go above that 6% payment error rate, they'll be responsible to fill in any gap that comes in with that. That's hundreds of millions of dollars that states will have to pay from a program that used to be 100% state funded. I'm not state funded, I'm sorry, 100% government funded, federal government. And so, like, we have to think. So, we have children, 200,000 children in the state of Arizona now go to bed without food. That's not
I don't
okay.
believe that. I do not believe that. With all the church, I
Sir,
do not believe that.
there's
I'm
a
a member of a
report
church. I'm
about
telling
it.
you. Here we go.
Turn that down, Bubba. There are children that are going to bed hungry, and it's 200,000 children and counting in the state of Arizona. This is direct information from the Department of Economic Security. You can look it up
Okay.
yourself. NBC News did a report on it today where they spoke to people who are dealing with this, a full report on this. And it's not just a SNAP benefits program because people use SNAP, all right, to purchase those healthy foods that cost too much money out of pocket. There's no reason that a bag of chips should cost less than a bag of salad mix, but it does because this is
But it
America.
does.
And it does. This is America. All right.
Yes.
And then, with that being said, because they won't have access to the healthy foods that they need, that leads to health problems or it exacerbates health problems that they already have. All right. It messes with their kidney disease. It messes with their heart
Bam.
disease. It messes with
Could
their
you, one
diabetes.
point at a time?
There's
One
not
point
one
at a
point at
time,
a
because,
time here. The whole point
I
of the
mean, this is a
matter is,
discussion.
sir, is that this is what your
But you're
vote
only given
led
half of the
to.
facts. You're only
I'm
given
not
half of
giving
the
you
facts.
half of the fact.
You're
What are you
quoting
gonna miss? You're
you're
gonna miss
quoting
you fraud.
a
You're gonna miss you
study,
fraud.
but you're not the one there doing the research on it. Like, did you know that they also
What?
stopped SNAP benefits? You can no longer buy candy and soda pop and energy drinks and all that crap that people used to buy.
Yeah, that's not true.
That
That's
was a.
only in certain states.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this too.
Also,
I promise you. I promise you they did. Let me ask you this.
it's
Okay,
only
so
in certain states, sir.
Christ.
okay, that's fine. That's fine. What I'm
And
trying to explain to you is You're all
Doesn't
you're
have anything
doing.
to do with what we're talking about.
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Listen, what I'm trying to explain to you, I didn't say anything. I have to go back because the point was said,
No,
previously,
you
okay?
didn't get the
The holding the
point. The
hands,
reason why you didn't
kumbaya,
get the
nobody's
point is
saying that.
because of the simple
That's what you're
fact
doing.
that you
You're
refuse to be
making
quiet
it a
when I'm
mockery.
speaking. You simply want to
I
interject
wish you
every
could just
single
cut me
time I
off.
be quiet. So I really wish that you would put your emotions to the side and actually
You
be
just,
quiet
what?
and actually listen. Hey, I
You
understand that you're
just
in the
got
state of
done talking for
Oklahoma.
like 5
I
minutes.
get
It was
that
my
you're in
turn.
Oklahoma. I get it. You have
I called to talk
the
to you,
union's
Matt. I did not
worst
call to talk to this
education.
person. I don't even
I
know who
get
this
it.
is. You have
All right.
a
Hey,
But too
brain.
caller,
bad. Too
I
caller.
like
bad.
your brain,
Hey,
Matt.
Erica, hang on
Matt,
one
your
second. I'm
brain.
sorry, hang on. You know
I
what,
want to pick
caller?
your brain,
You know what,
Matt.
caller? I am so.
I watch your show.
You know what, caller? I am so.
I'm a subscriber. Like I watch you, buddy.
Caller, I'm so sorry that you're threatened by Erica. But
I'm not threatened, man. But she
then
just
what-
sat there
then-
and just everything
and she
she's
just
saying
sat there and
that
she
I'm
just
doing,
said,
she's doing.
She just sat there and she just told you a bunch of incredible information that is 100% true, and then you just said,
Okay.
"That's not
She
true.
heard
That's
it on
only
NBC
that's
News? That's
no,
fine.
no, sir. See, this is why. This is what Erica was just talking about, which was you didn't listen to what she said. Did she say that she just heard it on NBC News?
No, she said they just made a report on it.
Right. They did an actual fucking report on it. They did a study.
Okay.
So what's happening here is she's providing you with sources, with information to back up her points, and then you go,
Her
well,
point's backed up.
then
Okay.
you go, no, sir, listen. Then you go, oh,
Jesus
well,
Christ.
that's only half the story. That's not true. Where's your fucking source
can't I
that
say
would
that?
back it up?
Why
Good.
can't I say
then
that?
where's your fucking source that would back it up? Back up your source.
This is the same guy that was just
Back
telling me to
up
calm
your
down.
source. Back up your source. Back up your point with a source. Excuse me. Back up your point. Give us your source.
What point?
Where you just
What
said that
point?
what she said was half true. Back it up.
That is what I was saying. You keep cutting me the fuck
Then
off.
give us a source that would prove it.
Jesus Christ, bro! If you
Give
shut
us
the
a source
fuck up,
that
I
would
will.
prove it. Good. What's the source?
Jesus
Now.
Christ.
What's the source right now? Source.
Jesus Christ, man! Fucking calm down.
What's
dude.
the
How you gonna have
source?
talk if you're
Stop
fucking full
whining
of
like a
emotion?
little bitch and just say the source.
Oh, here we go. Oh my God!
I'm waiting. What's the source?
You're waiting.
Anytime.
You just call me a bitch, bro. What the
Yup,
fuck?
you're a little bitch. Now give me the source.
Oh, I am. You're the problem in America, man.
There you go.
You
You're
are.
pivoting away because you got nothing. Good job, dude.
No, you just called me a
proved.
bitch. That kind of like that derailed the conversation, dumb fuck.
I'm a little snowflake. Now give us the source. Give us the source. Stop being a little
Snowflake,
bitch
yeah.
and a little snowflake and give us the fucking source.
You're a father? Is this how you teach your children, bro, to be like this?
Yes, I absolutely
That poor girl.
100% teach my
That
daughter.
poor girl,
yes,
brother.
I 100% teach my daughter to advocate for herself and stand up for her fucking self to fucking asshole white men from fucking Oklahoma. So fuck off. Yup. So now give us the source. What's the source for your information that you're telling Erica that she's wrong? What's your fucking source to say that she's wrong? An intelligent woman giving you her source and giving you her point. What's your fucking source? Instead of just saying you're wrong.
Hey, why do you have... See, this is how you do it.
Wait,
Why do you have her
pivot,
back?
pivot.
Huh? Oh,
That's
now
all you
pivoting?
got. Stop
You're the
pivoting.
coward. You're like-
Stop pivoting, you little
Dude, this is
coward.
called
Stop
projection.
pivoting and
Look
give
at
us a
this, baby
fucking
girl, look.
source. You got nothing. You have nothing. You just have opinions and feelings.
Hey.
Give us information. Hey,
Whoa, whoa now.
hey, buddy, hey,
Easy.
oh, whoa now. Give us a fucking
man,
source, you
we're
fucking
adults,
loser.
man.
Give us a
You need
fucking
to smoke
source.
some weed,
Give us
man.
a fucking source. I want a fucking source now. Stop telling people that they're wrong. Stop telling people that they're wrong. Stop telling people that they're wrong about shit and give information that backs up your point instead of just your fucking feelings.
You're gonna have a heart attack by the time you're like 45, dude.
No, I'm actually in incredible health, and I'm just really sick
No,
and
you're
tired
not. Look,
of
you're mental
stupid.
health.
I'm just sick and
Mental
tired
health.
of stupid white men who don't.
Mental health, white men.
Anyways, I'm just sick and tired of stupid white men who just have fucking opinions. You just have fucking opinions. She gave you information with a source. If you don't have a fucking source, get the fuck out of here. I'm done. You people have nothing. Don't come to us and don't sit here and bitch and moan about my friend giving you correct information with a source, or say the same thing to Nemo, or say the same thing to me. Don't come to us and say this shit. I want fucking information to back up your bullshit opinions, and you don't have it. That's why you keep stalling. You keep whining and complaining. Oh, you're so mean. Oh, you call me a name. Get the fuck over it. You're a grown man.
Every single friggin' time.
Every time. Every
Every single
fucking time. You literally were just like, here's the thing, and here's where it comes from, and here's my source. The fuck?
Every single friggin' time. Every single time.
Well, I think that's a half true. I don't think that's right. Why don't you think that's right? Because you got your up in your fucking fifis?
Every single time. That's all I kept saying the entire time. Is just every single time. I wanted you all to have the conversation with him about the Republican Party. Okay, cool, great. Just wanted to, but Matt, I kind of clocked him from the beginning though, when he was all hesitant and BSing about the darn going. What was it? He was BSing about why he voted for Donald Trump. I was like, he's full of it. But okay, let's see if we can actually talk to him about what's going on today, because they like to live in the past. But he didn't want to talk about today. He just wanted to talk about his feelings and then tell us that we were talking about our feelings.
I also yeah, somebody just said it in the chat. I was going to mention it too. I called to talk to you. Like when you start, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I know exactly what you're saying. Fuck off. That's for you, caller. There's both of them right there. That's for you. Okay?
I'm a subscriber.
Oh, wow. You hit subscribe? Cool. Okay, good. Hey, there's an unsubscribe button too. Feel free.
I'm gonna drop because no, seriously, like I want y'all to be able to have fuck it. I'm just gonna drop. But
Right,
happy birthday, Nemo. And hope you have fun turning 45.
I absolutely will.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna go now. Thank you guys for the gifts. Have a good night.
Do you want to spit some bars before you go?
I can't rap for real. I just wanted to troll that guy.
Okay, all right, fine. All right. Bye, friend. W's for our friend Erika. We appreciate you, friend.
Bye.
Also, thank you, Sherry, for that gift. That was cool. I need to do a couple of quick thank yous. Nemo might also. Thank you to Edmund for the 20 on the PP. Coming in from the PP. It says, why does the guest sound like that one guy from Smiling Friends? That came in with the guest from NYC. I'm not familiar with Smiling Friends. Oh, I feel like I know a lot of pop culture references, and that one I'm not familiar with. So, do you know Smiling Friends?
Smiling Friends?
I'm not familiar with that.
That doesn't ring a bell for me either.
Smiling Friends. It's an animated show. Has 3 seasons. On Cartoon Network. I guess I don't know it, but Also, thank you to Kayla, but I appreciate you anyways, Emin. I apologize that I don't know. Hopefully that somebody else gets that reference and enjoys it. That guy sounded like that. I apologize that I didn't. Thank you to Kayla on the Blue app. Kayla says, I've never donated before. I just got a job, so I'm finally able to. I listen to you and Nemo every night to fall asleep. Thank you for battling the gremlins for us who don't have a platform to do so. Kayla, I appreciate that. You really did not need to, but we always appreciate it. Incredibly kind of you. Thank you for giving even just a couple of bucks. It means the world, really. It's the fact that you got a job and you decided to throw a couple of bucks is so kind and so generous. Thank you, friend. I mean that just very sincerely. You guys are wonderful. We'd like to also say thank you on the tube to Gen X Sapper for your $10 super chat. You didn't say anything, but it's very kind of you. Thank you. To Eric for the $1.99 super chat, who just said, "Don't worry, he voted because God bless America." And of course, thank you to our friend Melvin for the $5 super chat, who said, "Erika, just remember, you're a woman with a microphone. Keep going, sis." Absolutely. And Nemo, real quick, because this happened earlier, and I told Geeky that I think maybe one of the only other people that knows this. And so she suggested that we that we sing you happy birthday.
Absolutely.
But Andrew, hey friend, I see you down there. Hey bud. So I don't know how this is gonna work. This is gonna be weird because I don't know. There's a delay. I don't know, but I guess we'll try.
It's gonna be strange,
Okay.
but I guess 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Sana helwa yagami. Ya sana helwa yagami. Sana helwa ya habibi. Sana helwa yagami. Happy birthday, Nemo. It was a little bit off,
Yeah,
but you know what?
It's fine. We tried.
Happy birthday to you in Arabic.
Thank you.
Audio warning, real quick for everybody. Turn it down. Yeah, turn it down just slightly. Turn it down. Yeah.
That's
Happy
awesome.
birthday,
I need a. Where's my white handkerchief? God damn it. Anyways.
Thank you
you.
guys. I'm gonna let you guys get back to the calls and everything. Thank you for the gifts and all that. Happy birthday, Nemo. I hope you have a great one.
Thank you.
Thank you,
And
Kiki.
keep
Good
giving
idea.
them hell, man.
I appreciate it. Thanks, friend. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah, that was Kiki's idea because she did it earlier for someone else. So there you go. In Arabic too. That'll really make them mad. All right, there you go.
Yeah, that was a genuine first for me. That was cool.
Learned that one when I was a kid, and that was kind of like one of the. I was joking with her. I was like, at birthday parties when I was younger, and then my parents, especially my dad would be like. And my dad would be like, "All right, now we're gonna do it in Arabic," and be like, "Okay, Dad. All right, fine, cool,
Nice."
It's such an immigrant thing. Do you have any thank yous to do before we move
yes,
on?
yes, I do.
I assume you do.
Let's see. Jamie, thank you for the mo. Said in the live, thank you for being educated and entertaining. I try. Thank you very much. And then I got 2 PayPals here. Okay. Thank you, Janine, for the PayPal, and thank you, Andrea, as well. Gramingo, thank you for the Venmo. You said, dude sounded like Eric's brother, and get a cake pop on me. Gotcha. Will do. Jacob, thank you. You said, happy mother effing belated birthday. Hope you had an awesome one on the day. Not sure what your vice is, but hope this buys you some. Much love. Thank you. Appreciate it. And Amanda, holy shit. Wow. Thank you. That's the record for the night. Holy shit. Thank you for that, Venmo. You said happy birthday, comrade. Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
You guys are awesome. We really appreciate your generosity. We'll keep showing Nemo the love, as long as we can, as he deserves it. All right, let's see. Looks like we might have a TikTok guest this time. Once again, guys, if you're over on the tube, you're more than welcome to call in. The phone line is open. Fieldy, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump? Thinking that might be a mistake. Cobby, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
I did. It's Kobe.
Oh, Kobe. Oh, right. Yeah, we talked to you before. That's right. All right. Yeah. How old do you want to say to you in?
23, New Jersey.
Okay. And why do you still support Donald Trump?
Yeah. So, I mean, you had one of those like tantrums you just had there a couple minutes ago. Last time we talked, and I guess the reason why is because you read off a source that I gave you, and then you just, I mean, I don't know if it was intentionally or not. Maybe you misread it, but this, I don't know if I can jog your memory here, but it was about the H-1B visas. I gave you a source through CBS News that referenced different data from the department.
Oh yeah, I remember your whole thing. Yeah, you made up a correlation that didn't exist. I remember. Yep.
So to reinstate my stance, which I mean,
yeah, I really don't want to have that whole conversation again. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Because that was
we can talk about abortion, but we can talk about abortion.
Oh yeah, I don't talk about abortion with 20-something men who don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So do you have anything else you want to talk about besides those two things?
So why wouldn't I know what I'm talking about?
What's
literally anything else?
Yeah, literally anything else. Yeah, you just.
I mean, sure, we can tackle anything else down, but I just think it was wrong that you just read off the source and like added words into it.
Didn't add any words into it. Literally just pointed out that there was no correlation, because what you did was you drew a correlation that didn't exist anywhere in the source. We even went over it after you left the live.
I mean, dude, can we dispute that? I mean, I don't think that.
I really have no desire to rehash something that we
you have
already
no desire
went over.
to tackle the truth.
We already did, and you were wrong. And I have look, dude. If you wanna, you can go on another live and shout and like at the win. I mean, so we've already done this in front of like 1,500 people. They all got to see it. And by the way, if anyone wants to, you can go on YouTube and watch the replay of it, and you can see that it's fine. I have no desire to rehash a conversation we've already had. Yeah,
that's fine. And can I ask why do you just not do abortions on your live, or is it because of my age?
I just have no desire to talk to a man. Like, why should two men talk about women's bodies? It makes no sense.
Well, because it's a man's child as
well.
What's
a DNC?
The DNC when in regards to abortion?
Yep.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay, you don't know.
There you go.
Yeah, like, please tell me that you have something else. Surely there's got to be other topics in politics.
Well, my whole point was like Trump's economic plan, and kind of putting America first. And the first point that I tackled was how the H-1B visas sort of tackle that America first policy.
So I mean, like, as far as the whole America first argument, that I guess Trump supporters make, Trump has done nothing but set us back globally as the world leader. I mean, we're on borrowed time at this point because we pissed off literally all of the world, but definitely our allies, and we have started yet another.
All of the world, but there's a lot of countries that buy oil from us now. So how have we pissed them off?
Yeah, like which ones?
Doesn't China buy oil from us now?
Yes. Do you know that they were buying oil from us before?
Yeah, but a lot more now since the strait has closed.
No.
What do you mean? Yeah, I mean, there's also a plethora of other countries that now buy oil from us because the strait's closed.
You think they're buying? You think that's going to last?
Well, no. Your point was that we've pissed off other countries.
We have.
And I'm saying if they're pissed off, why are they doing business with us?
Because oil is a globally traded commodity, and in the short term, they're going to do business with us. But if you think that has legs, you're sorely mistaken.
Well, I never said it had legs, but your point was...
Okay, all right. So then, like, I mean, I don't know. Claiming victory...
We can dispute that, because I do think it does have legs. I mean, but...
Okay, I mean, let's roll with the argument that it does. Let's just say that Iran
it's not my
magically...
argument, but it's yours, but okay. Sure.
You brought this forward.
Yeah, because you said other countries are pissed off with us, so I'm asking why they do business with us. Then.
Because they have to?
They don't have to. They can get oil from
Canada. No, they kind of do. Whenever it's certain commodities, yes, they do.
Why can't they do business with Canada? That's their second
because
largest
Canada
export.
doesn't have the infrastructure, but I mean that's changing as well.
To distribute oil to other countries.
Yes.
Do you really believe that? I think you're a pretty smart guy.
Yeah. Tell me what infrastructure Canada has as far as oil distribution.
I'm not necessarily. So is your point that that countries cannot do business with Canada to give them oil? Is that your claim right now?
My point is that Canada. No,
I just asked you a simple. I'm answering your question.
What I think it's a yes or no question.
Okay, ask it again.
What prevents Canada from doing, or can Canada do business with other countries to give them oil? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so then what's your point? That
they can't do it at capacity.
But they can still do. If countries hate us that much, as your first claim was, why wouldn't they just do business with Canada to hurt us even more?
Because Canada does not have the capacity.
I mean, I don't think
I can only sell 1 gallon of lemonade a day, and Walmart can sell 100 gallons. Do you think it matters if somebody is trying to get lemonade?
So what type of infrastructure are you referencing when you say Canada doesn't have infrastructure?
Pipelines, refineries.
Okay.
Also, I mean, arguably drilling.
Well, not arguably drilling, bro.
Not arguably drilling? Tell me about it then.
I mean,
you're laughing as if you know this. You better be dropping some fucking PhD level knowledge on me, because the unearned arrogance of that laugh, man.
I think your claim is pretty silly.
Oh, is it? Then debunk it.
Canada, well, because Canada is the largest exporter of oil in the world, aren't they? They're the second largest.
Dumbass.
Well, relax. What's with the name calling? Relax.
What annoys me is when you sit here and you have this. That's just a silly claim. Canada is the largest exporter of oil in the world. What? No, dumbass.
I said one of.
One of. Oh, okay. If it's in, do you think that it's in what, the top 3?
No, if it's in the top 5, I'd say it's definitely one of.
Oh, got it. Okay. The United States is the largest exporter of oil in the world.
Okay, yeah. And who's right after them?
I'm going to say that's probably Saudi Arabia. It's either going to be Saudi Arabia or Russia. I'm sorry, what was that?
I said I think you should know that for...
Why?
Well, I don't know. It seems like you had the PhD level knowledge there based off of your refute back to me, calling me a dumbass. I think you should know the top 3 exporters of oil if I'm the dumbass.
Well, you're the one claiming that Canada was the largest exporter of oil.
I said one of. And...
No. You said the.
Okay.
Now, you said the initially, and then you shifted to one of. Right, and now you're trying to nitpick me because I can't list off the top 3 in order.
Okay, well, then I corrected myself.
But again, back to your original point, which is why can't they just do business with Canada? The answer is because Canada doesn't have the pipelines or refinery or other oil industry capacity that the United States does. They literally can't get it out. That's the point. In fact, and this is something that we really need to harp on more. I'm assuming that you care that the Keystone XL pipeline was canceled, right? I'm sure that you've probably bitched about that before.
Sorry, do you know me?
I'm assuming.
It's a pretty bad assumption, I mean.
Oh, okay, so you haven't bitched about that before?
About what, the Keystone pipeline?
No, about the mouse in your pocket. Yes, the Keystone XL pipeline.
No, I haven't really.
Oh, okay. Do you even know what that is?
Yeah, I've had conversations about it with friends, but not like.
Oh, okay.
publicly
What kind of
online.
conversations have you had?
I mean, this was way back when we were
So you can't remember the conversations?
This was back in college, almost a year ago.
You can't remember conversations from your. Okay, cool. So what are your feelings about the Keystone XL pipeline?
I don't think it's necessary to this conversation.
It is. It's literally about oil. I want you to tell me what your feelings are about the Keystone XL pipeline.
What does it have to do with my claim that?
I promise, if you can just tell me about your feelings on the Keystone XL pipeline being canceled during the Biden administration, if you can please tell me your feelings on that, that would be wonderful, and this conversation can progress. I promise it is relevant.
I mean, if anything, it just helps Canada's exports, in my opinion. Just canceling it, so I guess that's not on that. It just kind of strengthens.
How does it help Canada's exports to cancel it?
What do you mean? How would it not?
The Keystone XL pipeline was for Canada.
I do understand that.
If it's canceled, it doesn't help their exports.
Well, it does, because more foreign buyers can go to them. They can.
No, it's the exact opposit. Are you stalling? Like, is that what you're trying to do right now?
No, I'm asking you. I'm just generally saying. How is it the opposite?
All right. So
doesn't it I mean.
So the way that this works.
Okay, go on. I mean, but the project was designed to bring in additional barrels per day to the U.S. So if we cancel that and they do business with other countries, doesn't that
make
them more competitive globally?
No. So the barrels weren't. So okay.
How?
It wasn't.
What?
Dude, do you want an answer, or are you just gonna like sit here and laugh again because you don't know dick about this?
Sure, but but I think that's just common sense. How does that not?
No, I'm telling you that your understanding of this is just completely backwards. And so whenever you tell me that it's common sense, it's obvious that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So do you want to be educated on this so you don't sound like a dumbass the next time that you talk to somebody about it? Or do you just want to like do this little unearned bullshit laugh shit?
Sure, I just think it's
okay, cool. I don't care what you think. No. You said yes. You just said yes. I don't care what you think. Be quiet. Listen. Learn. Thank you.
Okay, sure.
The Keystone XL pipeline was an expansion on the Keystone pipeline. Okay, it was like an extra. It was a shortcut. Essentially.
I know. You don't have to explain what it is.
Okay. I don't know, man. Like, I feel like I have to explain a lot of things.
You're the one that's claiming it doesn't strengthen Canada's.
Yes, and if you can shut up long enough for me to explain it to you, you'll understand why.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Thank you. So again, the Keystone XL pipeline was essentially an expansion on the Keystone pipeline, right? It was a way of getting more oil down to the Gulf. Note that I said down to the Gulf. Where was it coming from? It was coming from Canada, right? What kind of oil? Tar sand oil, okay? It was going to go down to the Gulf. Why was it going down to the Gulf? It wasn't going down to the Gulf because it was going to be in America, right? It was going to go through America, right? Because that's how geography works. But once it gets to the Gulf, what happens? It gets exported because that allows them to sell it, because now they have a location that they can push it to sell it to customers that are near there. That way they don't have to go through some other weird ass trade route. They can just use a hub in the Gulf. There are plenty of customers that would happily buy it from that area. Canada wanted that. And so that's what the Keystone XL pipeline was. It had nothing to do with American oil, had nothing to do with bringing oil into... had nothing to do with... had nothing to do with bringing oil into America. Had everything to do with giving Canada more access to the market so they could sell their oil to more customers. If they don't have that access, that means they have access to fewer customers, because people want oil for as cheap as possible. And if they have to go through more channels, that makes it more expensive. Ironically, Canada getting that pipeline would have made gas, more expensive. It would have made gas more expensive if they had gotten the pipeline, because that oil that Canada wanted to pump down there, we're their only customer, effectively. Now, this has changed because another pipeline is being built out west. But America was essentially the only customer for Canadian oil because they didn't have the infrastructure to get it out anywhere, and we were right here. And so we would buy their oil at a discount because we were their only customer. So we could literally buy it under market rate.
Wait, what? Wait, you're saying? Wait, what?
I don't know, man. You've been making noises the whole time I've been explaining, so I don't know. Either you got hemorrhoids or something. What's up, dude?
Oh, jeez, that's pretty rude for people that have hemorrhoids. So wait, you're saying I find it hard to believe that you're saying that Canada wouldn't be able to do much business without us. They're doing just fine without us right now.
Are they?
Let's
think?
Look. Wait, so and also what is your claim that you just said something that or what's the source for your claim? You just said something that maybe I'll come back to.
Yeah, you weren't listening, were you?
I was. I just skipped my mind. But so I just find it hard to believe that. Let me see how Canada's doing here. Just get a quick update so that I'm not spewing out of my ass.
Are we stalling?
I'm not like I said, I just said, I don't know if you're listening or not. Maybe, I don't know if your age is getting to you, having some hearing problems. I said I'm just looking up what their current state, how they're doing with their exports. I just don't want to spew out of my ass.
It's talk out of your ass, not spew out of your ass.
You can use either or.
No, not really. It's just really...
You're gonna tell the Gen Z, or am I gonna listen to the 50 or ancient,
the Gen Z who doesn't know shit about this topic?
About anything? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you exactly that spew out of your ass is absolutely. Yeah, you've
been doing nothing but chirping,
literally.
Dumbass.
Yeah. So
okay.
Yeah.
So let's see here.
I'm going to keep making stalling noises because I'm desperately using ChatGPT to give me an opinion that backs up my argument.
How do I argue this point against people who know more than me?
You're the guy that you're claiming that knows more than me is claiming that the countries hate us so much so that they're doing business with us when they have plethora of other countries that they can do business with.
Really?
I.e. the UAE, as you claimed before.
They are doing business with the UAE. That's why the UAE is leaving OPEC.
Dude, your claim was
you don't
ridiculous.
know about that, do you?
He doesn't know that the UAE is leaving.
Hey, Kobe, I got a question for you.
Bro.
What does OPEC stand for?
Oil production, economic, I don't know, consortium.
Yep. You clearly know more than me about oil. Okay, cool.
My claim was never that I knew more than oil than you.
But you're the one sitting here telling me that I'm making silly claims about.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, if you know more than me, you would be able to tell me why it's a silly claim. But you don't.
I just did
because it's not a silly claim.
What's stopping other countries that hate us so much doing? Because doesn't that fall?
You're talking about Canada.
Hold on. We're not talking about Canada.
You were just talking about Canada. You were saying here. I'm going to restate your argument for you. Here, hold on. Your argument was what is stopping other countries from doing business with Canada when it comes to oil?
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
It's almost like I listen and you don't. Okay, cool.
No.
And I told you the answer is that they don't have the capacity.
Sure.
So tell me what I just said.
You said they don't have the capacity.
Explain what that means.
They don't have the pipelines. They don't have the infrastructure. They don't have.
Correct.
Sure, yeah. Okay, so are you happy now?
So then,
you happy?
What's the hang up?
The hang up is Canada's not the only country in this conversation. And your point was countries hate us so much.
You brought Canada up.
Can I speak? Your point was countries hate us so much so that they're doing business with us. So wouldn't it make sense for these countries that hate us to hurt us economically by doing business with other countries to get oil?
Oh my God. Such as Canada?
What other countries are there apart from Canada? Canada's not the only country that they can do business with us.
You're right.
They can do business with us. I know I'm right. That's why I said it.
Oil is a globally traded commodity.
Correct.
It's the market is set, right? So they're going to get it from wherever. To say that they're doing business with us specifically, I mean, it's not really how that works.
What do you mean? Wait, what? So now you're refuting the fact that these countries are buying oil from us?
I'm not refuting the fact that they're buying oil from us.
Okay. So what's your point?
Your argument that they would stop doing business with us as a means of hurting us when it comes to our oil is just that it doesn't really work that way.
So now your claim. Wait. So now your claim is if countries stop buying oil from us, that wouldn't hurt us economically in any way, shape, or form.
Why would countries stop buying oil from us?
That's not my point. My point is them stopping buying oil from us. Would that hurt us? Yes or no? Because you just said it doesn't work like that.
They wouldn't stop buying oil from us because it's a globally traded commodity, dude.
Are you going to keep deflecting or are you going to answer the question?
I'm not deflecting. It's a globally traded commodity,
right.
dude.
You're dancing around the question.
I'm not dancing. I'm not deflecting.
I asked you a simple question. What?
And I answered it.
No, you didn't.
He doesn't understand. He doesn't understand the answer. Is the problem?
I assume you were not an economics major.
No, I was a financial management major, and
Holy God!
Pretty low.
Holy God!
Shit. Oh my God.
Did you fail?
Did I fail? I'd say I'm doing pretty well. I'm sitting in my Maybach right now having this conversation with you, so I think I'm doing all right.
Financial management.
Yeah.
And you, mother.
And I what?
How do you not understand how economics works? Financial major.
Well, my concentration. I mean, I took maybe 4 economics classes out of
4.
Yeah.
And you still don't know how it works.
I do know how economics work.
Do you know? Oh, okay. Do you know how macroeconomics works?
Sure. I took AP macroeconomics in high school.
Wow. Okay. Cool. So why does it seem to be failing you right now?
It's not. Your claim was that if countries don't buy oil from us, it won't hurt us financially. I'm trying to understand how that's...
That was not my claim.
Yeah. You said that's not how that works.
I said that's not how it works. That I wasn't saying that as in that it would hurt us financially. I'm not saying that.
Well, that was my claim, and then you...
Okay, this is you now trying to shoehorn in a bullshit position that I did not take. Here, let's try this again. No. Let's try this again because this is you now trying to like do this thing where it becomes like no. This becomes like a meta discussion where it's like, well, you said this and then I said this and then you said this, and that's why I said this. So
I will turn my camera on.
Okay, cool. Turn your camera on. I don't give a fuck, dude. Like I'm trying to talk to you.
Your whole chat is saying that, but.
Okay, cool. Again, still trying to talk to you.
It also buys you time because you clearly messed up on your...
It buys me time? Dude, you're literally talking. You're literally talking while I'm trying to talk to you. The only thing that buys time is you sitting here interrupting me.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, cool. So again, if you want to talk about the broader discussion... Oh, never mind. You wanted to keep yapping. Go ahead.
I was agreeing with you. I said, It's not yapping.
So, if you want to talk about the broader discussion of Donald Trump and his economic policy, it's dog shit. It's been dog shit.
Oh, well, okay, sure.
You agree?
I mean, what does it have to do with my point about?
You said that you voted for Donald Trump because of his economic policy.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so then I'm saying that his economic policy is demonstrable dog shit.
America first and his economic policy.
Okay, again, so I mean, which one do you want to tackle?
I think they both kind of.
Excellent. Okay, I'm saying that his economic policy is dog shit and it makes us weaker on the world stage.
Cool. That's not my point. My point is his America first policy and his economic policies kind of go hand in hand.
Right, and I'm saying that his economic policy is dog
on the world
shit.
Stage, I'm not talking about on the world stage. I'm talking about domestically.
If you're saying America first, that implies it's on the world stage.
No, it implies I'm talking about domestically. How we're doing domestically.
Okay.
Thank you. Now you're following.
So, economic policy inside the United States?
I think that's what domestically means. Yeah, I think.
Oh, so then trade is not a thing.
What, dude?
So you're when you say economic policy, just so I understand, we are not including trade in that.
No, we're including trade.
That's global. That's not only America.
Right. Well, that's one side. I understand that.
That's one side. That's literally like that is half of the economic policy. It is domestic and everything else.
Half of that specific economic policy. Yes, you are correct.
You're saying specific. Well, dude, all you said was economic policy and America first, and then you tried to run away and say that it was domestic policy, and I said, so you're not including trade in that, and then you said, no, I am including trade in that, which is global, which is not domestic policy.
Okay, so how about we talk? Like, let's talk like substance here. It seems like we're just debating.
I'm desperately looking for it, man.
Well, yeah, because your claim, like I said, I'm just going to keep going back. Your claim was that if other countries do not trade oil with us, that won't hurt us economically. Or sorry, you said it doesn't work like that. So I'm just trying to I'm
trying to understand why you voted for Donald Trump on his economic policy.
Why? Can you give me insight on how that works?
Can you give me insight on why you voted for Donald Trump's economic policy?
By any chance?
I'm sorry. Can you answer my question?
Oh, I asked the question first.
Oh, I'm sorry. This isn't your show.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, but that's a part of my claim. You know, that's a part of me getting to my point. So,
what's your point?
It would help if you follow the linear.
It would help if you could just state your point.
Well, I did say my point, and you said that's not how that works.
So your point being,
huh?
Your point was.
Your point was.
No, don't tell me what my point was. What was your point?
My point was other countries are doing business with us, so I think like on a global stage, I'm going to be careful with my choice of words here. Our relationships aren't completely gone, but they're not in great standings. They're neutral at the moment. I don't think countries hate us as you claimed because they're still doing business with us. And again, I'm refuting your point. If countries hate us so much, they would hurt us financially. In fact, that's what we're doing to other countries to force our hands. It's a negotiating tactic. Other countries would do the same if they quote unquote so much hate us so much. Don't
can you clarify what you mean by we are doing it to other countries? How?
Sure, with our tariffs.
How does that
our universal
how is that us hurting other countries?
What do you mean? Is your claim that our tariffs isn't hurting China right now?
Yeah, can you explain how it's hurting China?
In a way, well, they're just losing business from.
In a way, how are they losing business?
From us. Hold on, sorry.
How?
Turned off. The call just turned off.
Are you talking to someone? What's up?
No, I said I couldn't hear you for a second.
Okay.
But hold on. It may sound weird here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah. So our tariffs so our tariffs. So your claim is our tariffs aren't hurting other countries?
Yeah, I mean, I want you to explain to me how our tariffs hurt. Like, let's use China as an example, just to keep it simple. Can you explain that?
Well, I don't know what specific sector I want to go by here. Let me pull up some facts. I actually have a sheet that I put a couple sources down last time I had a conversation with Matt here. So let me see if I can pull it up. with the specific. I also got to be careful with what sources I pull up here. Apparently, according to Matt here, because there was some weird website.
You gonna find that? Are you gonna find that little cheat sheet of yours?
Sorry.
Are you gonna find that cheat sheet?
You're saying I should
before the next fiscal quarter?
Huh?
Are you going to find your notes? Holy fuck! English.
Why you bring up the next fiscal
Do you
quarter?
speak it?
I do. Yeah, I do.
He thought I was actually asking the question. Oh, that's so funny. You're a funny kid.
Damn.
He probably doesn't know. Nemo, did you see the thing that I just sent that I sent you on Discord a few minutes ago?
Oh wait, hold on. Sorry. I read that earlier.
Right?
Yeah. When you said that, so yeah, I forgot about that. Yes. Yeah. Yes. The irony.
What's irony here, boys? What am I missing out on?
What's ironic is that, I mean, it's taking you this long to find whatever the hell it is that you're looking for.
Word document?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to sift through what source I'm trying
Control
to
F.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to read through the source to make sure it is. I just have a bunch of hyperlinks in here, so Control F wouldn't really help me there, would it?
So only we put notes under the hyperlinks.
Yeah, well, it was just a quick, I don't do this for a living. I'm a 23-year-old kid, you know what I mean? I have a life. So when I occasionally want to do this to buy time before I go to bed here.
That's why you have a Word document with links, right?
Yeah, just jot a couple, links down.
Jot them down?
Yep. Or paste them in,
Jot them down, just don't include the notes during the jots.
Yeah, just jot them down, just...
Jotting down nothing.
Jotting down hyperlinks to be specific, so not
jotting down hyperlinks. Got it.
Yep, just that. So wait, so you're... Okay, yeah. So this stat here that I have from Kathy Bank, which shows the U.S.-China report from 2025 in the fall, so just a couple months ago, which I believe that'll be showing not only from the fourth quarter, but I believe the third quarter as well. But China's U.S. imports from China plunged from $42 billion to $19 billion in June. So,
for what commodity are we talking about, or what? I guess
their GDP. So let me see specifically what sector. So overall, my point is that could decrease their GDP, I believe, by 1% or a little bit over. Let me find out what exact sector that is. Just read this quickly. And also my source again, if you guys want to follow, is Kathy Bank. This graph doesn't do a great job here. So this graph is private fixed income investments and gross domestic products. Sorry. And I'm on the section of the Chinese economy and outlook. Sorry. That is I think maybe halfway through the article. Nemo, you're there with me, bud?
I'm reading.
Oh, okay.
Real quick, thank you to Tammy on the Blue app. It says, does MAGA know that the United States does not own the oil? Big oil companies own and sell the oil. Thank you, Tammy. Appreciate that. Thank you to Amanda. Thank you, Amanda, on the Blue app. It says, can you ask him if he has a desktop computer in his vehicle? Well, Kobe, do you?
Sorry, what was the question?
Do you have a desktop computer inside of your car?
Yeah, I have a table back here actually. So, yeah, I have my MacBook here as well.
What in the fuck?
What?
Okay, what's your assertion based on this?
Well, so you asked how China's economy is being hurt by our tariffs.
Okay, and
so
you're saying where? Go ahead.
Yeah, I pointed you to how China's imports from China plunged from 42 billion
Okay.
in January to 19 billion, which is when we started to kind of hand out these sort of tariff.
Yes, in June. Okay.
Yep. To 19 billion. So in a way, that
what happened after that?
What do you mean after that? I'm confused. So wait,
continue reading that sentence.
What specific summary are you referring to?
The one that says U.S. imports from China plunged from $42 billion in January to $19 billion in June. Read the rest of that sentence.
Yeah, but rebounded to 26 billion. That's still that's still more than a 50% drop.
So it rebounded to 26 billion literally the next month. And the context of that, to be clear, the trade negotiation that Donald Trump was touting was actively going on at the time. China was also cutting us off of rare earth metals at that point.
So again, I'm not here to dispute how what was going on with the trade war. My claim was that the tariffs hurt China's economy. Does this prove that it hurt their economy? Yes or no?
No, it literally didn't hurt their economy.
How did it not hurt?
Because I actually read this. It seems like you didn't. So the sentence after, well, actually, hold on. Let me be specific. 2 sentences after the one that we just read together. In response to American tariff pressure, China has supercharged its manufacturing capacity and export engine. As of Q2 2025, China's fixed investment remains elevated at 42% of GDP despite the collapse of its real estate market. By comparison, the U.S. economy in 2025 features an AI investment boom with non-residential investment only at 14% of GDP and residential investment at 4%. This comparison underscores the unbalanced and investment-heavy nature of China's economic model. In August of 2025, China's year-over-year growth in manufacturing investment was at 5%. To supply its expanding industrial base with low-cost energy, China is also heavily investing in electricity infrastructure, which saw a 19% year-over-year increase in investment during the same month. Figure 14 presents long-term electricity generation trends in the world's 3 largest economies. It is clear that China's electricity generation is growing rapidly, and coal-fired power plants account for the majority of this increase. In July 2025, China's investment in coal mining increased by 13% year over year. The ongoing capacity expansion has allowed China to avoid a deeper economic downturn in spite of U.S. tariffs, weak domestic consumption, and a post-bubble real estate slowdown. It also simultaneously created a highly competitive export engine. However, absent a significant increase in demand from its 2 largest trading partners, the U.S. and EU, this expansion of capacity is likely to lead to overcapacity in plant and equipment, historically the recipe for a deep recession. To avoid a near-term recession, China has been aggressively exporting to South and Southeast Asian countries. Figure 15 tracks China's monthly nominal exports and imports of goods. Despite a significant decline in exports to the U.S., China's total exports have remained strong. The point is
No,
they
no, no.
backfilled the
The point is, we
exports.
hurt them
They
so much that they
backfilled
hold
the
on.
exports.
Yeah. So hold on. The point
So
is,
they're not in
hold
an
on.
economic downturn.
Hold on. It's remained the same. So the point is,
if they remained the same, it's not
a
downturning.
Hold on. The point is, our tariffs, the impact from our tariffs, hurt us so much so that they had to find an alternative route to regain their position. Correct or incorrect?
Yes, it hurt us so much so. You just said it correctly. Very
No,
good. I know you think that you misspoke. No, you just said it hurt us so much so. That's what you just said. You said it right that time. Very good. It hurt us so much that we are now having to figure out alternatives to Donald Trump's massive fuck up. Yes.
Correct.
In fact,
So
he's flying to China. He is
isn't-
flying to China right now to do what?
My claim is not that
He's flying to
tariffs hurt
China
us.
right now to do what?
To renegotiate. My claim right
To
now is
renegotiate
that,
what? Why would we renegotiate?
Can we-
I thought
can
we were
we
destroying
calm
them
down?
economically. Oh, I'm sorry. No, we're not?
No.
Oh, okay, cool.
My claim was not that the tariffs, because again, this is a whole separate conversation. I do believe that tariffs are hurting us right now.
And yet you voted for Donald Trump.
You cannot dispute. Well, yeah, because in my opinion, again, this would be a whole nother conversation, but I like to stay on topic here. In my opinion, we're taking a short-term hit for something that I don't think it can enforce in 4 years. Again, this is a broader conversation. I think it's very, very hard for him to.
Okay, question for you then. We're taking a short-term hit to do what?
Sure.
To build. For more American companies to build. Hold on. I'm asking you a question. I don't care. So we're doing because I want to get to the point because you suck at getting to the point. So I'm getting to the point for you. So we're taking a short-term hit. Yes, you suck at getting to the point. So anyways, you take a short, dude. Fuck, dude. Are you fucking for real?
Your comebacks suck, man. Stop doing the no you tactic. It sucks.
If you want to do something like your comeback sucks. If you want a better comeback, say I get the comeback by scraping it off your mom's teeth. That's a comeback, okay? Anyways.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you don't understand it. It's fine.
No,
anyways, yeah, I know you don't. But anyways, kiddo, the thing that I'm trying to point out to you is that you're saying short-term pain for long-term gain. Is the long-term gain in this scenario that we have more American companies opening factories in China? Is that correct?
The long-term?
I mean, the long-term, more American companies opening factories in the U.S. I'm sorry. Is that correct? That would be the long-term play, right?
Well, I think that's a piece of the long-term goal. Yes. Do I think that's going to work effectively? I think only time will tell. But again,
I'm not asking. Hold on. I'm literally just trying to ask you a simple question, and this is what I'm talking about. You're just like blah blah blah. Simple questions. Is the point of the tariffs, as expressed by Donald Trump, to bring manufacturing back to America with American companies? Yes or no?
Yes.
Awesome. Then why is Donald Trump flying to China right now to offer them $1 trillion deal for China to open their factories in America?
So wait, when did he fly? You said he flew out last night?
He is literally on the way to or in China right now as we speak. I don't know if he's in the air or if he's arrived there.
No,
I don't
that's
know.
fine. I don't think
but it's either one of the. This is like everyone knows is a major meeting between Xi Jinping and Trump.
Right. So
he's offering them $1 trillion. It would literally be the largest. You know what? You don't know what I'm about to say.
I know what your question was. You just asked the question. Let me respond to the question.
Okay. Great.
Thank you.
Go.
So again, like I was saying, I don't think that his tactics are working very effectively. Like I said, there's going to be a new administration to come in, so everything that he's trying to piece together for a long-term goal is going to get dismantled in less than 2 years' time. So this quote-unquote long-term, yeah, I agree. I agree that it's. I agree with it. I think in
that's
theory,
not an answer to the question I asked. That's not an answer to the question I asked.
You just don't like the answer. Well, how is
no,
that
it's not an
answer.
answer. The question I asked you was, how does that square with the idea that he's pushing the tariffs with the idea that we're going to get American companies to open factories in
Listen
America.
to what I said.
but
I said it doesn't. I said it doesn't work.
Cool. Then it doesn't
fit.
matter what other administrations are doing. Address Donald Trump doing it, because we're talking about your support of Donald Trump, you fucking twat.
Twat. It's twat.
No, it's twat.
It's twat.
So it's only twat if you're British, dumbass.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
English as well. It's twat.
Answer the fucking question, because we're not talking about other administrations. We're talking about Donald Trump right now in the economy now and what he's doing right fucking now.
Okay. So, well, that's funny because you asked me about a long-term goal, and I said the long-term goal does not work if there isn't no cohesive effort after.
If there isn't no cohesive, Jesus Christ, you got your degree in finance. Did you forget English?
Well, how did I forget English again?
Isn't no is a double negative. Jesus Christ.
Is it no? What? That's not what I said.
Never mind. Fuck.
Jesus, this guy is
God
so
damn,
dumb.
dude.
Okay, all right, Kobe, listen, man. You just admitted that Donald Trump's economic strategy does not work in the long term, right? And the long term is...
No. I didn't say it doesn't work in the long. In theory, it does work in the long term. Yes. Do I think it will work in the long term? No.
Okay, so then you just said that it's not going to work in the long term, right?
I think
because we don't do theory, right? We're doing reality.
Correct. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, cool. So you just admitted that Trump's economic strategy is not going to work in the long term, and it's obviously hurting us in the short term. So what benefit are we seeing from it?
I think, okay, so again, and this sort of brings me back to, I think, I don't know how to phrase this. Excuse me, sorry. I think in a way it sets a precedent for what he wants for this country. So back to his American politics. Well, I think his intentions were pure, and I think now he's realizing that we're taking a lot more of a hit economically now, and especially with how things are going on with the Iran war and how long that is expected to kind of...
Yeah, the one he started?
Yeah, correct. How long that's expected to, last. I think that he does need to kind of, get back to the drawing board and reassess certain things, which includes him going back with China and, kind of renegotiating.
We are almost halfway through this motherfucker's administration.
Correct.
He already had a term. You're telling me that he's going back to the drawing board? What would that be? Almost 75% of the way through his presidency?
Well, I don't think he didn't really run and I don't think his policy showed as much. So I don't think he ran as heavily on the America First policy. I don't think his policy showed that as much as it is now.
Well, to be clear, he definitely did the whole America First thing in his first term. And also, this is important.
So I stopped myself and said his policies don't show it. It didn't show it as much in his first administration compared to now.
He started a trade war with China in 2018.
Okay.
That was his first term.
Okay.
Do you know how he started the trade war?
Are we gonna debate whether or not the policies now are...
I didn't say now. Prevalent? I said 2018.
My claim was very simple. I think it was just a side comment. There's no need to dig into it.
Okay, all right. My point is, dude, he's had this policy that you're talking about, this outlook or this understanding of trade the entire time.
Are you asking if that's my claim?
No, I'm not. No, Jesus Christ. No, that's just reality. I don't care if that's your claim. That is reality.
So why are you bringing that up to me?
Because you implied that it wasn't that in his first term. But okay, anyway.
I said it wasn't. I said his policies now are a much more directly for his America First sort of theory, as opposed to what it was during his first term. He has a lot more policies that he's pushed out to support his America First agenda compared to his first term.
Like what?
Like the H-1B visas? Like what he's doing with the tariffs?
Again, he did the fucking trade war with China in 2018, dude.
Yeah, well, what about the H-1B visas?
Oh, okay, so we're just taking that one off the board?
Well, no, I think it cancels out. Simple math.
Okay, I mean, I'm glad that I didn't mention the 2018 trade war like 4 times now before then. Okay, anyway, so the H-1B visa thing, you're gonna have to specify like what?
Yeah, I think he's restricting these companies in a way financially to look inwards domestically to hire employees from America as opposed to, create as there's like this falsified notion, which I don't think is falsified, of like a foreign pipeline of employees coming to these companies. And so in a way of there's no like law, forcing American companies to look inwards and hire American, quote unquote, American employees. So, he puts a financial restriction on these companies. If they want to hire from abroad, you're gonna have to pay, I think it's like 100x more. Which then, obviously companies, they're all about cutting costs, maximizing profits. So they want to, if they're going to have to, in a way of getting around that, they're going to have to look inwards and hire American employees. So I think that also helps the America First initiative.
Okay, so no.
Okay.
As far as H-1B visas are concerned, is there abuse? Sure. But the idea that would somehow magically make us America first by not bringing in talent, it's antithetical.
So you're just going to disregard that? Hold on.
I'm not disregarding. No, I'm not disregarding.
You're putting a restriction on companies from hiring from abroad and forcing them to hire within. How does that not help Americans and American companies?
If we don't have the talent, then it hurts us.
Who says we don't have the talent now?
The companies.
What do you mean?
So, are you familiar with the concept of brain drain?
Not necessarily. You're going to have to enlighten me.
Damn. Okay. All right. So, Americans are not educated enough to do some of the position, not all, to be clear, not all, because I worked in IT. I'm fully aware H-1B visas are a whole ass thing.
Right. I agree. And I brought
hold on. The point is that Americans are not trained or educated to the level that they need to be.
I understand.
So if a company, if a company doesn't have a talent pool to work with because no one's trained for it, that makes us less effective.
So I don't fully agree with the notion that we don't have the talent. I think I do agree, and again, this goes into like a bigger argument because I think there needs to be work from both sides, right? Like we need to invest into our younger generation to get into these fields, get them more proactive about these fields in order for this whole concept to work.
Man, what would be great? You know what would be great, dude? Is if we had like a department in the government. If we had a whole ass department, I don't really fucking care. If we had a whole ass department in the government that did shit like that and promoted, what would be the word? Education. That's right. Education. That's right.
Clap for Matt.
Shut the fuck up. You're literally saying that you want the thing that Donald Trump is defunding, you fucking moron.
Dude, and
Dude, I don't care if you agree or not, you voted for him. That means you're supporting the defunding of the thing that you say that we actually need. You fucking moron.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think that he's gonna accept our words, but he is a Trump supporter. He's yet to.
I'm a conservative, and I voted for.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay, yeah. I'm sure that your personality is all tied up in being a conservative. So,
what?
Yeah, we're sure.
Okay. Sorry. My girlfriend said something. So.
You have a girlfriend?
Yes.
Wow.
You better be careful, dude. She's in the fucking chat right now, and she'll take you out.
Whoa. I don't mean any. I was genuinely asking. I mean, it's your birthday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I mean, hey, you're doing it for. I guess you're doing what you love on your birthday, but I don't know. If I were you,
You're assuming that didn't already happen.
What?
What you're
I'm
getting
not
at?
assuming. No, I'm getting at you should just spend time.
I didn't mean anything. I didn't mean anything. I wasn't implying anything.
Yeah,
Okay, shut the fuck up.
I really
so
wasn't
anyway,
implying that.
we're gonna go ahead and use Trump's words, okay?
Yep.
Quote. This is in response to Laura Ingraham of Fox fucking News. Turbo white nationalist, blonde bimbo, whatever. We have plenty of talented people here. And this is in the context of H-1B visas, right? This would also be your assertion, right? Oh, yeah, well, we got Americans here. We should hire them.
Right.
We got plenty of talented people here.
Wait,
We're
when
America.
was this, by the way?
This was November 11th of 2025.
Wait, who is this again? I think I remember the name.
Laura Ingraham of Fox News.
Yeah. Okay.
Any other questions?
Go on. No. I just wanted to follow. Like, I wanted to follow it as well. I mean,
okay,
I
cool.
believe
So
what you're saying.
Laura Ingraham of Fox News on November 11th of 2025 was talking to Donald Trump, who was the president of the United States at the time and still is. And this is in the context of H-1B visas. And Laura Ingraham of Fox News on November 11th of 2025 said to Donald Trump, who was the president of the United States at the time, we have plenty of talented people here. And Donald Trump, who was the president of the United States at the time, on November 11th, 2025, said, no, you don't. You don't have certain talents. People have to learn. You can't take people off on unemployment like an unemployment line and say, I'm going to put you into a factory. You can't just say a country is coming in, going to invest $10 billion to build a plant, and going to take people off an unemployment line who haven't worked in 5 years, and they're going to start making their missiles. It doesn't work that well.
Yeah. I mean, look, I agree. Sometimes a lot of Trump's actions don't align with his words. So I really don't have any point to refute there. I agree with what he said because what he said is true. But again, I think the notion that we don't have talent is wrong. We just don't have enough talent. And I could be circling my argument here. Again, we did defund the Department of Education, so that could line up with the point I just brought up here. But again, yeah, it needs to be, in order for this whole thing to work, it needs to be an effort from both sides. You need to, if you're going to...
Wait, I'm sorry, hold on. Why in the ever-loving fuck would the left try to help the right on their shitty economic policy?
Why? What did I say that?
You said there needs to be a concerted effort from both sides.
I didn't mean from both political sides. I meant from the side of investing into helping the youth get into these sort of fields as well as.
Okay, Donald Trump's not doing that.
No, there's a lack of him doing it. He's doing it, but it's just being,
Oh, really? How's he doing it?
Well, he defunded it. He didn't get rid of it.
Oh, so he did the opposite of investing.
He's doing it, but not.
Wait, no. It's not. He's not doing it because you just said he defunded it, which is the opposite of doing it.
Yeah, no, he's just doing it at a lesser.
He's doing it at a lesser, meaning negative.
Correct, but it doesn't mean it's...
Oh, he's doing negative investment. Is that what you're calling it now?
5 minus 3 is 7, but not. I'm not saying 10. I'm not saying like 5 minus 5. Like it's not completely eradicated, but he is doing it at a. Yes, you're correct.
So then, how does that I guess further the goal?
Well, I think you need to back.
Well, so we're talking about things that, like, I guess on the face value of things, again, this may be something that I have to do more research on, because if he is to do what he says he wants to do, these actions are, what he's actually doing. I don't know. Maybe it could be a budgeting issue. There could be a plethora of reasons why. But yeah, I think it's hard. It is difficult to do it while he's defunding the Department of Education. I'm not disagreeing with that at all.
Okay, I mean,
connect to the car.
You still there?
Yeah. I'm here.
Okay. So, I mean, it doesn't sound like we're getting anywhere with his policy, right? Because you're saying he's not funding. I guess
He is, but just not, not
How?
as much. Not as much, but he is. Not as much, but he is. I agree.
Okay. So if I need you to let's think about this logically.
I'm still with you. Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't
All right.
worry.
We're going to do common sense on this one. All right.
Oh wow. Okay.
So common sense. All right.
Yep.
We are spending X amount on the Department of Education and all the things that go into that, which would be, that's investment in educating Americans, right? Where necessary, right? Is that fair? Let's just say we're spending X amount, okay?
Right.
And Trump comes along and Trump says, we don't have the talent, and that's why H-1Bs are necessary, right? Because we don't have the talent, because our people aren't educated, okay?
Yeah.
So he says that, and then also he changes X to X minus 50. Let's just use a random, let's just say 50. X minus 50. All right?
Okay.
If we already did not have the talent when it was X, and then he does X minus 50, are we at all closer to getting the talent?
There was actually a stat, interestingly enough, that I did bring up, because I do think like I don't think defunding the Department of Education directly affects getting the youth involved. I stick with me here. So what I will say with that is, what I mean by that is, there are certain statistics that speak to how there is a surging number of college graduates in like STEM fields. So and that's kind of speaks to my argument about the H-1B visas and like the restrictions on that, and having these companies focus from hiring within, as opposed to foreign, candidates. So I think like, those two stats offset, these surges in how many students are graduating in these fields comparative to, the defunding of the Department of Education. I think that sort of effect is something that'll happen over time, but I do think like kids are getting more interested in these said fields, which I don't think we can refute that. But I do agree, yes, that in a way, like it is very backwards in terms of like both actions, but I don't think that's sort of taking effect day to day, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? So I don't think that the funding of the Department of Education is affecting us in the now.
You don't even have to like, we don't even have to limit this to just DOE funding.
Okay.
Investment,
right?
Like grants,
right,
to universities or any kind of investment.
Yeah.
That would stimulate.
Right. So I said that statistic and the statistic about there being a growing number in students graduating in these STEM fields comparative to 10, 20 years ago, those two statistics offset.
Okay, so no, they don't, because 10 think about what you're saying. So 10 years ago, that's 2016, right?
Sure.
And I mean, yeah, IT was obviously it was big then, right?
Correct.
20 years ago is 2006.
I know.
And I mean, tech it existed, obviously, but also was nowhere near as large as it is now. And I mean, fuck, if you go back 30 years, I mean, it's even crazier. Like, obviously, there are going to be more people graduating in STEM because that's a major field, right?
Correct.
So,
and it's also a major proportion of H-1B visas applicants, 71% to be exact.
Okay.
So again, yeah, it just like proves my point that like more people are graduating in these STEM fields to get into these tech fields. So the direct impact of like the non-funding of the Department of Education isn't necessarily taking a hit day to day, because we are seeing these growing numbers in students graduating and entering into these fields.
But graduation rates on STEM, that doesn't have anything to do with, I guess, the talent pool itself, right? Because
it does. It certainly does.
It doesn't, though, because I mean, you can flunk your way through an IT.
Well, these are from I think yeah, but I think majority of these like these big firms are hiring from I forgot what Ivy Leagues, but there was a stat that was done just purely based off the Ivy Leagues.
Ivy Leagues?
Yeah. So like
what about Ivy Leagues?
I'm saying the statistic that I was referencing, I believe, was only taking data from the Ivy Leagues.
Now you're going to have to explain what you mean by Ivy League. Like, I mean, because...
What do you mean? Why do I have to... What do you mean? What aren't you understanding about...
Can you explain how H-1B visas and Ivy Leagues have anything to do with one another?
You put those two... Well, you're saying the talent pool. You're saying if the talent... You're saying the growth in these fields have nothing to do with the talent pool. And I'm saying these students that are graduating from Ivy Leagues are clearly talented enough to enter into these fields. Correct and incorrect. And
I mean, I don't know about that.
What do you mean? So now you're just refuting that people that graduate from Ivy Leagues aren't qualified enough?
They're not Ivy Leagues. There's the Ivy League, and they would be Ivy League schools. Just FYI. There's one Ivy League. They would be Ivy League schools, not the Ivy Leagues. Just FYI.
Sure, sorry.
Jesus Christ.
I think you know what I mean.
But you keep saying it wrong. Say it right. Okay. Jesus Christ.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like an Ivy League graduate, you may want to look into, I don't know, how the sausage is made when it comes to Ivy League schools and graduation rates.
Now we're debating. No, well, I'm just saying, like, like people that are getting into these STEM fields, that are graduating from these Ivy Leagues, are entering into these positions that will tunnel, that are competing with foreign candidates. And so, when you restrict companies from hiring, from foreign candidates, and you force them to look within at these Ivy League students, and your other competitive schools that are, now I believe there's a larger pool comparative to before, obviously, because like you mentioned before, tech is becoming more prevalent in our day nowadays. I think that if you don't force companies to look at that pool, because there's, they won't, because there's a false notion that, oh, well, these guys abroad are better, which in from a macro standpoint, yes, they are. But if you are to look at, if you maybe are to to fixate on the pool that we have within, you probably could find, a few diamonds in the rough, and maybe they won't be diamonds in the rough. Maybe they can be like your, 2 or 3 out of, you never know. You could, if you're forced to look domestically and look at these candidates, there could be.
Okay. But again, that's not what you're telling me is like a few diamonds in the rough. Like that's not.
Well, not necessarily a few diamonds in the rough. I think there are a lot more candidates that can compete with these foreign candidates as well.
I mean, obviously that's not true, because if they could compete, they would have won, right? Like that's the point. I understand like the whole economic argument, or like the financial argument of, but the H-1B is cheaper or whatever. Yeah. And I mean, there's a lot more nuance that goes into that, because companies have to jump through all sorts of fucking hoops with H-1B visas. And does that mean that they don't do it? No, they still do it. The point is that if somebody of equal talent in the United States existed, they would be hired.
No, I don't agree with that. And let me explain to you why. So my father has a business as well, and for his specific IT division, which he has done for a period of time, he's hired from abroad. Specifically, there's an Asian demographic that he hires, and there's a specific pipeline that he has with a certain school abroad that he hires from. And because he's been doing that for a period of time, there's no reason for him to sort of diverse away from that tactic. And that goes for a lot of the big companies in the U.S. as well. If there's a certain pipeline, you don't usually stray away from that, from that course of action, especially if it's working and it's been working over a period of time. So unless you force these companies to look elsewhere, which I believe that's what these restrictions are doing, these companies will never see what talent they have maybe in America. And again, it could be, it could be worth their while looking at these candidates. And again,
like this is like standard free market argument, right? Which is, yeah, they would eventually realize it because the person of greater talent would get hired at their competitor.
Mm-hmm.
And then that company would suffer as a result because they did not change their ways. They didn't adapt.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, like, but again, this is getting so like abstract at this point, dude.
Okay.
You have yet to substantiate to me how Donald Trump's economic policy is worth voting for him, because what you have already admitted this.
Uh-huh.
It has only hurt us, and it's probably not going to work in the long term. In reality, like practically speaking, it's not going to work. All that it's going to do is increase prices on whatever the fuck is being tariffed.
Right.
And we already live in a country where people are living paycheck to paycheck, where over half of Americans are one missed paycheck from debt, homelessness, whatever, where most Americans can't afford an unexpected, I think it's like $1,000 or $400, $600 expense,
right?
Where most Americans are barely scraping by because inflation's been a bitch and rent is way too fucking high. And everything else has become more and more expensive. And all that Donald Trump has done outside of tariffs is exacerbate the cost of everything. Because he decided, hey, in addition to me doing tariffs to jack up the prices on everything, I am now going to start another forever war in the Middle East and fuck up trade globally, thereby increasing the prices on everything. So you have yet to explain to me what is the benefit of putting Donald Trump in that position, because I have not heard it.
So I kind of dug into this a little bit before. I think in theory, and I guess the reason why I keep saying that is because only time will tell, right? Like obviously he has like a previous history that we can base it off of. But I think in theory, what he is trying to implement should work. Now, when he was running on these policies during his, his second term of running, when you hear like America First and you hear all these policies, obviously it's appealing to like, someone like me who, wants to have a future in this country, doesn't want to compete with, people from abroad and whatnot. It sounds good on the ear, but obviously there's a lot of, external factors that have affected a bunch of his decision making. So I am agreeing that, now it's
Why
not,
would
it's
you
not,
as a person in finance have to compete with people from abroad on an H-1B?
Why would I have to compete?
Yeah, you just said you're in finance. Why?
I compete with.
That's literally one of. That's not a.
I compete with bankers from abroad all the time. What do you mean?
On H-1B visas in the United States?
100%. Yes. What are you talking about? 1,000%.
Are you fucking kidding me? You couldn't get hired? Do you have a job?
Whoa! I'm not.
Do
I'm not
you
saying
have a job? Do you have a
job?
No,
yes.
you literally just said for your own future.
No, I'm saying, yeah, and for the future of like, for my future.
Yeah, for your future, you're in finance. This literally doesn't fucking affect you.
It does affect.
It doesn't. Not even a little bit.
It does.
Literally not.
I mean, I'm not saying it affected me directly, but it does.
It doesn't affect you in the least.
Well, I think that's false, but I guess we can agree to disagree.
No, we won't agree to disagree. Let's see. How many of the H-1B visas are issued in finance? Wow. Holy fuck, dude. Do you know how many are issued in finance per year, roughly?
Let me look. Let me see.
12,000. In the entirety of the fucking United States. 12,000.
How many entry jobs are there in finance?
Wait, whoa, where did you see that?
Where did I see that? From Business Insider?
Wait, how many? Let me make sure I entered this correct, because I don't see that.
What do you see?
Let me go to actual source before I embarrass myself for finance. Whoa, I see over 300K. And maybe I'm reading. H-1B applicants in the financial sector have been on a decline.
No, not in the financial sector, in finance. I looked up specifically finance. The financial sector can mean a million different things. Somebody can, that's wrong.
What do you mean? Yeah, what do you mean? Yeah, obviously, yeah, but people, if you have a degree in finance, you can still get it's cross cultural. You can compete.
Bro, are you for fucking real right now? That's gonna be your fucking argument. Oh well, you could cross compete with other. Are you for dude? I fucking can't with you. This is the dumbest shit that I've. This is why I said I didn't want to have this conversation again, because you literally just make shit up. Like there's some fucking correlation here. There are literally so few fucking jobs given on H-1B visas in the finance sector. You have a job. The idea that somehow they're taking jobs away, if you're in IT and you'd like to make that argument, I guess we could have that conversation. Sure. In finance, abso-fucking-lutely not. The numbers right here, because by the way, I just went over to uscis.gov, and those numbers do not look good for you. Between JP Morgan and I guess I could give you a couple. Ernst & Young, Citibank. I mean, between these, these numbers are
we could
tiny.
Use his number. We could use his number. He says 300K for the financial sector, right? And so if it's 300K for the financial sector, is that annually?
Hold on. Let me. Well, it says from major U.S. financial firms.
Okay, during what time period?
This says fiscal year of 2026, but obviously this stat's not from there. Hold on. This is an overview. But do you mind, Matt? Show me. I'm not saying that you're wrong, but do you mind just show me what site or what source you're reading? I'm not saying you're wrong at all. I'm interested to know.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. I'm actually pulling up. I want to see just on USCIS. Oh no, that's
I'm looking. US.
Hold on.
CIS.
Hold on 1 second. Okay,
Okay.
there. So this is. Here we go.
Oh, okay. I see.
So
okay.
This would be just so you know, this would be just this. They only have a code on USCIS for finance and insurance. Okay, so Here, this is the government website for this. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Well. Yeah, and so if you filter by finance and insurance in fiscal year 2026. Here, that this number is minuscule. This number is below what I even said before. The number is nothing. The top company has less than 1,000 people. That's Fidelity. They have 904 people on H-1B visas, and they are the number one company in the country in the and this is this is finance and insurance.
Okay.
Now, if you click the link that I just sent you,
I'll turn on my camera quickly. Everyone keeps saying I should show. I'm showing it right now, man.
Okay, so the link that I just sent you, Matt, that is also from BLS, and that, you can just read basically that first paragraph. So overall employment in business, that first part.
And financial occupations is projected to grow faster than the average for all occupations from 2024 to 2034. About 942,500 openings are projected each year on average in these occupations due to employment growth and the need to replace workers who leave the occupations permanently.
So even if we were to assume 300K, that his original number, there's triple the openings.
Yeah, I mean, I misrepresented that. That's my bad. I apologize for that.
Okay.
So,
I mean, with that in mind,
I concede. I'll be a man and concede there. That I don't think it. It's definitely not. It wasn't directly affecting me. I think that was a bad point to bring up. So I apologize.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you conceded. That is good. Now,
and I will say,
what's the motivation for voting for Trump then?
You guys are giving me food for thought because maybe it was misperceived notions that I had. Again, I'm a young voter. I'm sort of, I don't think much more, and I'm not this. I don't want to give you guys too much credit here because I'm going to stand my ground. But I don't think you guys did much convincing. But you guys did shed a bit of light on a few. And I was listening before.
But you just conceded, so it seems like we did pretty damn
maybe
good
a little
at convincing.
Credit. If you want a little credit, maybe I'll give you 2 cookies as opposed to 1.
Okay.
But I am a young voter.
What makes you?
I am now
I get it. You're a young voter, but like, what makes you conservative? Like this is wild to me.
Well. I first of all, before I say, I believe in separation between church and state, but I am a Christian, so that does play a part heavily in some of my views. Look at him. No. You see, but my personal vote ties into that, but I don't.
How does your Christianity make you conservative?
Well, a big thing that I was running on was abortion. But you guys said you didn't want to talk about that, which we won't. But that was one.
Is that the only thing?
No, not the only thing.
Okay. Well, I mean, as far as like, what about your faith makes you conservative?
Well, that it plays a part. Obviously, like my parent, like the money that we make as a family, like that also takes a part into some of our decisions. I don't want to go into too much detail, but I'm
assuming you are trust fund. Like, so your dad owns his own business. You're set for life. Like, So you're conservative because taxes?
He doesn't. Sure.
Okay. When I say set for life, what I mean is, yes, do you have to work? Sure. But also, if you were destitute, would you be in a cardboard box? Absolutely not.
Sure.
So, like, that's what I mean. And in the event that your parents were to kick the bucket, which not hoping that, not saying that, my parents are close to that. So I'm not joking about that. But like in the event that were to happen, you would inherit a lot, right? So my point is that when it comes to, I guess, a financial situation, you're set. And so when you say that you're conservative because of that, is it down to what? Taxes?
Yeah, I mean, of course, that's one of the main reasons, of course.
Okay, and so is it like a self-interest thing, or do you think that conservative tax policy is better?
No, well, I think, okay, that's funny because it may shock you guys, but I think when it comes to finances, me personally, I don't know about like my whole, my dad and how he thinks. Me personally, I am a little bit more liberal when it comes to finances, but specifically on what what he was running on this time around, I did think that maybe aligned more. And I also think it has to do, not a fault of Kamala's, but I don't think she had much time to run on what she actually believed in. So I get she posted it on her websites or whatnot, but look, I at that time, I was a senior in college, grinding out, the rest of I didn't have time to really look into that. It's not a fault of her own. I think it's also, feeds into Biden. We can go into that whole separate story, but she only had 180 days to run. She didn't have much time to, so.
Right, but I mean, I guess like you say that you're conservative. Like I said that you were a Trump supporter. You corrected me, said you're conservative, right?
Correct.
So obviously, yes, you voted for Trump, but you insisted on identifying as a conservative. I've yet to really hear an argument for it. Like you saying, you say that you're liberal with your finances, or more liberal with your finances.
A little bit, yeah.
So, I mean, conservative fiscal policy sucks.
Yeah, but
and
so
I mean,
what,
as far as like your faith is concerned,
mm-hmm.
I mean, number one, you say separation of church and state. Okay, well, that in and of itself, that is a liberal ideal. And
is it really?
then, like you mentioned, like your faith kind of influencing your like informing your policy, I guess. I mean, Christianity's you may want to read what Jesus said again, like just the words, not sermons, not like sermons from other people, not what some talking head says, and like all the extra that is tied up in this weird modern Christian identity that is being pushed by the right wing of, like, you know, like Erika Kirk and Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk and all that shit.
Christians don't side with like the Kirks. I don't believe they're a different breed of their own. Trust me.
So in any case, there is this push when it comes to the Christian as an identity, where it's like, oh well, I'm Christian. Mm-hmm. And therefore I have a certain set of beliefs, right? And those beliefs tend to also turn into, I don't know, justifications for xenophobia and some other things, right? Sure. Despite those things being antithetical to what Jesus actually said, right?
Well, okay. I mean, so what do you mean by that? I don't think you can just say that without getting into it.
I think what he's saying is that Jesus Christ was a radical leftist of his time.
Exactly. I'm happy to provide receipts.
What's up? No, radical leftist, I think that's extreme to say.
No, but it may be, but it's true.
I mean, he was radical for his time and radical today. Like, he was radical enough that they killed him. Like, yeah. To be clear, these are the words. Okay. So I'm gonna speed run these. Okay.
Yeah. Luke, I mean, if I'm gonna stop you if I like have some of this. Do you mind if like?
Sure.
Okay, go on. Yeah.
So Luke 14:13.
Yeah.
But when you give a feast, invite the poor, the maimed, the lame, the blind, and you will be blessed because they cannot repay you. You will be repaid at the resurrection of the just. Matthew 5:43. You have heard it said, "You shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy." But I say to you, love your enemy and pray for those who persecute you.
Okay, so when you say that specifically, like,
sure.
So specifically referencing, like, I guess xenophobia or whatever else you're bringing up, like, we don't hate. At least for me as a Christian, the Bible doesn't teach us to hate. Like, so what that means is basically if you see like
you should go tell your fellow Christians, because I don't know if they got the memo that you got.
Listen, I understand. Listen, there's certain Christians that don't. There's like in the Bible, there's sheep. There are certain Christians, and again, I'm not want to judge another Christian. But based off of what the Bible actually teaches, there are a lot of Christians that don't act accordingly to what the Bible actually teaches. So I would like for them not to represent Christianity as a whole. Now, the Bible...
I know that a lot of Christians...
I appreciate you coming up here, but I just want to get like a full sentence out really quick. Just a quick sentence out. It's specifically with like I don't hate anyone that chooses to like, you know, be in a gay marriage, like, you know, any of that sort of stuff. Like... The Bible teaches us to love them, which I do. You know, I have no hate for them, but I love them so much that I hope, and I don't want to toss anyone off with this, but just based on my personal belief, I would hope that they change. Does that mean that I hate them? No. You know, I'm still friends with, you know, people that are, you know, that act like that in their life. You know, I don't have any hate with them, and especially, you know, it's funny because, work family friends, with a gay couple, and we have an open dialogue about it all the time, and it's very like cordial. We bounce ideas off each other all the time. It's like it's an open conversation. I don't hate like Muslims. I don't hate Jewish people. I love them all.
Okay, all right, great.
So
Awesome.
that's
Go for it.
I just wanted to know what Jesus Christ said in the New Testament about gay people that you use as your foundation for those beliefs.
Well, so I think this notion that Christians are only to take things from the New Testament and not the Old Testament is false. I do believe that there are some outdated principles in the Old Testament, but there are some things in the Old Testament that still apply.
So then my next question would be like, I mean, when was the last time you had a bacon on your cheeseburger?
Like I said, there are some things that are old, that are outdated, but there are some things.
So crabs, do you like crab in the summer? Eating
So
shellfish?
I'll continue to restate my claim. There are some things that are outdated, but there are
some things and not others?
That's what that will entail, yes.
Because my confusion about all that always is.
So do I have to? I don't have to chop a sheep's hair.
Hold on. My confusion about that always is that it's listed as the same identical phrasing. An abomination. Shellfish is an abomination. Pork is an abomination. And according to some translations, by the way, I disagree. I think that it's a mistranslation. I've seen sufficient evidence for me to believe that this next part I'm about to say is a mistranslation. Is he still fucking talking?
Who?
No, I think we're getting feedback.
I think we're getting some feedback or
okay. My bad.
It's okay.
My understanding is that this next part I'm about to say is a mistranslation, but like pork and shellfish, it is listed in the Bible as in some translations that homosexuality is an abomination. So if they're you're just picking and choosing, like you're saying, some things are outdated and some things aren't, but all three of those things are listed as the same, with the same qualifier as being an abomination. So I'm wondering why you pick those ones as being outdated and that other one as something you still follow today, even though Jesus Christ never mentioned it once.
I mean, even the Bible says that like a man and a man shouldn't lay together.
But why? But how does it say
Leviticus?
Yeah.
It says that it's what though? It says that it's what, Cobby?
Yeah.
What?
But that it's an abomination.
Oh, so yes, so you agree that it says the same thing that it says about shellfish and eating pork.
Yeah, I mean, so you can so this is why we have interpreters, like people that
Oh.
What do you mean? Oh, it's true. We have people like.
Yeah, no, that's the problem.
No,
that's the problem. Is you're listening to people interpret it for you, and what kind of ulterior motives? Like, what kind of things? What kind of reasons do they have that? Oh, pork and bacon is yummy, but gay people are gross. What's the reason?
Just people. You have ordained officials in the church that
are ordained.
Just people. Yeah, I mean, it's not just anyone.
But which church?
Sounds like you're not asking questions.
I'm a Pentecost church.
Why are the Pentecostals the ones who have it right?
Well, that's just that's
of all the Christians. I mean,
no, that's just me. That's just me personally. I'm not. I'm just saying, that's how we interpret it. If I'm wrong, then I'll be judged for it on Judgment Day. But
can I ask one more question, Matt? I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. You go, my friend.
Cobby, are you familiar with the Greek word arseniokai?
No, I'm not.
I would recommend you take a look, because one of the instances that the English version of the Bible first used the word homosexual has actually been proven to be a mistranslation of the Greek word arseniokai, which now we understand most likely to mean young boy. So when it said that man should not lie with another man, it actually, according to our understanding of the Greek word arseniokai, which was falsely translated in 1946 to be homosexuality, we now understand that to be man should not lie with a young boy, as though he is a woman. And in fact, in the 1970s, when the Revised Standard Committee met again for the second time, because they meet every 25 years or something like that. When they met again, they revised that and they took that out. But at that point, over the past 25, 30 years, other translations had used the RSV from 1946, and those translations are still in print today, where it says, man shall not lie with another man. Even though the people who originally made that translation in the first place, in 1946, have since changed it. That false, fake, lie translation, mistaken translation, is still in print in other versions of the Bible that you have probably read, and that the person you're talking about that gives the sermon about this probably reads. People are reading a false translation of the Greek word arseniokai, and you should look this up, my friend.
So I mean, sure, but if I am to just accept what you're saying, which I don't, the Bible also still says be fruitful and multiply as well.
I'm sorry, if you were to just accept the actual academic knowledge of the thing that really happened, when you said, no, I just want to check something. When you say you're not going to accept it, hold on, you just said the information you just gave me, which I'm not going to accept. That's literally what you just said.
Okay, sorry.
So anyway, just want to double check. So since you're not going to accept it, do you have something that would counter Oslo's point that you could prove to us that that's not a mistranslation and that it wasn't changed back, and that's not great? So then you should acknowledge. So then maybe what you should do is you should stop, dude. I'm done, dude. Seriously,
I'm not refuting the fact that I'm not refuting the misinterpretation of translations. I think the principle is still the same.
It's not still the same. That would be wildly different. We're talking about two very different things now, aren't we?
Sorry, well, I just got a call. I'm sorry. Can you repeat that again?
Those two words, man and boy, would mean vastly different things now, wouldn't they?
Of course, yeah, but...
Cool, so I think that would change the meaning of what's being said, don't you?
Yeah, but isn't the act still like
no?
When it says sleep, it's still like, you know.
Well, dude, one is an act between two adults. The other one is an act between an adult and a child. Okay. So it's not the same thing.
Is it? So, what was the reasoning? I don't really want to dig into this, but what was the reasoning of the translation? Is it just because of the age in which an adult would usually get into relationship with a counterpart during that time?
No. I mean, there's historical, there's other things going on in the 1940s that can explain the fear about homosexuality. This like post World War II kind of Christian fervor that was happening throughout this country can explain part of it. But basically, what happened was the RSV. Do you know what RSV? It stands for Revised Standard Version, and they have a committee in America that meets every 25 years. I think it's 25 years, and they meet and they kind of update and refresh their version of their translations based on the Greek and the Hebrew and all. They kind of Old German. They kind of go through and they like start from scratch almost, and that's how they function in their new versions. And they release a new version every 25 years. So what happened is, for the first time in any English version of the Bible, literally, I'm not joking, the first time in any English Bible translation, in 1946, the RSV used the word homosexual as an interpretation of arseniokai, the Greek word. And what happened then is they kind of opened it up for letters of critique and stuff like that in preparation for the next 25 years when they meet again. And they received a critique from somebody who said, hey, I think you got this wrong, and here's the etymology of this word. And what it normally means is young boy or girlish boy at best, at most generous, girlish boy, but still boy. Not, you know what I'm saying? Not man, not girlish grown adult, but girlish boy, young boy, not yet a man person. You know, like there's lots of different ways to translate words from other languages. It's not just a one-to-one always. And so it was that person who wrote the letters, and they had this big exchange between that priest and the RSV committee. They decided it was compelling enough for them to make the change in 1970, whatever, 25 years later, 1973 or something, two. But unfortunately, by that time, the American version and the new whatever, like New Bible or something, like there's all these translations.
New International Version, NIV.
New International Version. There's all these other translations that use the RSV as their jumping off point and then add things to it. Furthering the translation error in this case, and those have never fixed the mistake. They've stayed in those versions of the Bible as the word homosexual. Probably the one you've read or are reading today, this morning for your morning devotional. Probably that version is still mistakenly translated.
Okay, thanks for bringing up the morning devotional. That was really necessary. Don't know what that had to do with anything, but if you, yeah, whatever.
I mean, I don't know. I thought it was generous. Okay. Do you not do? I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm saying the one that you read. Okay, I'm just saying the one you read or have read.
Okay, so if I am to take what you're saying for whatever, I don't know. I'll ask. I'll ask and get more knowledge about that. Thanks for letting me know about that. But I think my point still stands. That the Bible also says be fruitful and multiply when he's speaking about the ark.
Let's use that one, right? So you went back to the thing you mentioned earlier, but the be fruitful and multiply thing.
Yeah.
So you're saying because be fruitful and multiply exists in the Bible, that I guess undermines or reinforces the fact that homosexuality is not allowed?
Okay, well, the Bible definitely doesn't say homosexuality is allowed.
Okay.
Let's put that straight. So you can point to these different scriptures or these mandates for
right. I guess what I'm saying is, so you're using be fruitful and multiply as evidence that the Bible doesn't like homosexuality?
It doesn't support it at all. No. Well, especially when he's referencing like Noah and the ark, and I think it's Genesis chapter 9, I believe.
Okay, but again,
and I brought that up for a reason, because most of the animals, he had to eat like one sex of each animal in that ark. And that's
right. But again, you're kind of dodging. So
how am I dodging? What's your question?
So when you're citing be fruitful and multiply as evidence that the Bible is against homosexuality.
Okay. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So if someone is sterile, if someone's barren, are they condemned to hell?
No.
Well, they can't multiply.
Yeah, but because they physically can't multiply.
Okay, but is the partner in that relationship? Are they then compelled by God?
Clearly not. So the Bible also says that He is just and merciful. So in a case like that, yes, of course they're not like that's a physical like mishap. It's not like he chose not to become fruitful and multiply. It's a natural.
But Nemo's asking you about their partner, right? Let's say that
yes,
if I can't have children, but my girlfriend is still with me and she stays with me knowing that I can't have children, which means therefore that she's not going to have children, wouldn't she be going to hell?
No, because like I said, the Bible says that God is just and merciful.
Great.
Okay, so then you could apply that standard to anyone who's gay.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's
because guess who made them that way?
Gay people, but like I said,
well, no. It's not you hating them, right? It's like if we're using
like it's such an extreme circumstance that it doesn't really have.
It's not extreme, dude.
It is because it doesn't.
Sterility is not an unusual thing.
Okay, so it doesn't. Well, so
or actually, you know what? We could add in. So in addition to sterility, we could say celibacy, right? So celibacy is actually encouraged in a lot of different denominations of Christianity. I mean, monks, right? Celibate.
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't believe in that denomination.
Nuns are celibate.
I don't believe in that denomination as well.
Priests.
Yeah,
obviously.
I don't believe in Catholicism as well.
Okay, but that is Christianity.
So that is, what do you mean?
Catholicism is the
Catholicism is like the unfiltered version of the Christian.
They do a lot of things that
listen. It doesn't matter what you. Hey, I'm sorry.
Bro?
Well, because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
No, I do.
No, you don't. When did your religion get invented?
Bro, okay.
When did your religion get invented?
Why does that matter? The early, I don't know, before Christ?
No. Pentecostals came into existence in the 1700s, and Protestants in general didn't exist until 1548 when Martin Luther nailed his fucking theses to the fucking church door. So before that, from 1548 all the way back
1500s in Africa. Yes, I know.
I'm so sorry. Shut the fuck up. Before that, the only Christianity, period, the end, was the Catholic Church. Unless you're Orthodox, okay? That's it. So, I'm not done talking. So, the Catholic Church is the OG, the original. They are the Christians, and everyone else is an offshoot of that. And, by the way, they're the biggest Christian religion in the world with around 1 billion members. So
actually, I think Coptic is the first one, but I don't know that that's true.
No,
yeah, the Egyptian. It's kind of even more extreme than Catholicism. Coptic Christianity.
Okay, so I don't disagree.
No, not the largest. I think. No, not the largest. I think that they have origins earlier than
my point is
like Roman Catholic.
Then Roman Catholic. Oh, okay.
Maybe I'm not certain on. I'm not certain.
In terms of the Orthodox, yeah, you know what? There is some debate, but either way, the Orthodox Church and the Catholic Church and the Coptic Church, which all share, it's basically the same rough belief. So if you don't believe in that, because they really didn't. The only schism that happened really was over the use of icons. That was really
bro. Like
right,
the American Christian Protestant stuff. That's like diet Christianity, bro. Like that's like no sugar added. That's like that's like watered down Christianity. I'm sorry to say, but it's just how it is.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
I grew up eating no meat on Fridays, bitches.
Okay, so we don't believe.
I mean, take a theology class. Like, I'm not being insulting. I'm not insulting you.
Christ.
I'm just telling you the truth.
Thank you.
Yes, Jesus Christ. That's who we're talking about. Exactly.
So, we don't believe. The reason why I don't practice Catholicism is because we don't believe that you need to pray through Mother Mary, right? We believe in the
Catholics
Trinity.
don't believe Catholics don't believe in that either. You idiot.
The Catholics pray through Mother Mary.
No, they pray to her sometimes.
Yes, okay, and we believe.
No, it's for intercessions.
Right, and we.
Hey, do you ever ask? Stop! Shut the fuck up! I'm asking you a question.
I haven't finished the point.
Yeah, you know why? Because you're a dumb fuck and you don't listen. So, anyways, do you ever ask anyone else to pray for you? Ever? Like a prayer intercession?
Am I allowed to speak now?
No.
So, what's the point of asking?
You ever heard of like a prayer group where you send out like a text and everyone prays for the thing that you're worried about?
Ever done that? Ever asked someone to pray for you? Has someone ever asked you to pray for them? Yes or no? That's all I want.
No, hold on. Yes, but in a different.
There you go. That's
totally
all.
Different.
Shut the fuck up.
Different.
It's not. It's exactly the same fucking thing. You're not Catholic. I grew up Catholic. I almost became a fucking priest. Mary isn't a deity. Saints aren't deities. Period. The end. You pray.
I'm not claiming that.
Shut up and listen. I'm explaining it to you because you're getting it wrong.
No, you're not listening. I'm not claiming that at all.
Man, that just I don't understand when people like just think they know about something so much that they like know nothing about.
You literally just said you pray to them. We don't pray to Mary. That's literally what you just said. We are asking them for prayers. That's why in the Hail Mary, it says, Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with you. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Pray for us. Pray for us. That's what it is. It's an intercession. It literally says it in the fucking prayer. Why do so many people not understand this? This is so fucking basic. Oslo, we should have coordinated. We match.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, we're bringing back Red, baby.
I'm sorry. I could not. I couldn't. I just couldn't anymore. I'm sorry. I couldn't.
Can't even.
Can't even.
Yeah. Yeah, it was getting... I mean, you could tell that he was not listening. He was getting defensive.
No, he was crescendoing to a crash out. To use a musical term, he was crescendoing.
He was. It was a rallentando up to that.
Yeah.
It was a nice slow build. It was coming though.
Z, you said in the chat, red is the new progressive. What if I told you that red was the old progressive?
The
original,
OG. Yeah.
The original progressive.
Correct.
What if I told you, Z, and to be clear, Z's a friendly. Don't shit on him. But what if I told you, Z, that all the other countries in the West typically use red as the color to identify the left-wing party.
Oh yeah, baby, I'm a commie dommy, all right?
And that's because of exactly that.
Oslo, since I have you here, I'm not gonna I'm not trying to blow you up, but I have a question for you because I came across this character who does video game reviews, okay? And I enjoyed their content very, very much. But I saw them, and I said to myself, I was like, did Oslo come into existence maybe adjacent to that? Because their name is Arlo, and they are a blue manifestation. I was like, that looks very similar to you, friend. I'm just saying. I was like, if there was an inspiration there,
No, that's interesting you say that. Like, I've never heard of Arlo.
Okay.
And it's crazy because I was almost named Arlo. But, like, my human doesn't play a lot of video games and stuff. But he has an Arlo security system. So that's like, he was like, maybe I won't use that word. You know what I mean? But, like, it's similar. This is 2-syllable ending in O. There's a reason, I think. But when I first started posting, people especially on Instagram, they comment all the time, like, are you the cousin of Arlo? And I had to, like, look up who Arlo was. But yeah, no, I had no idea who Arlo was before.
This is for those of you who aren't familiar. And this is the only... And by the way, I'd like to be super fucking clear. I am not accusing Oslo of it. I was just curious. I was just like, oh, maybe there was like a little bit of like I was inspired by that. That's all. Because this is not, the content's different. It's the presentation is different. The name is different. Like, it's different, guys. I'm not, so please understand. That's not what I was saying. I was just like, just curious, because my mind immediately went to Oslo, which is good. That's what that's a good.
There's another one. There's another person on YouTube. and people have on YouTube commented on some of my, I don't have a lot of followers on YouTube, but some of the ones have commented on my videos, and I don't know their name, but it's a pink monster that does ASMR.
Interesting.
And I've never heard of any of these ones. You know, I'm an OG like Muppets and Sesame Street fan, so that's what I'm personally modeled after. But I think a lot of these are modeled after that too. Same kind of origin, maybe.
Yeah.
But wait, Google the one like ASMR puppet or something, search it up in YouTube.
Let's see.
Because I think that one even looks, it's like pink.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I think that one looks more like me than Arlo.
Damn.
Cosmo, that's it, Cosmo. Yeah.
Cosmo. Holy.
But see, there you go. Another 2-syllable name that ends in O.
Yeah, I mean, as far as a naming convention goes, I mean, it's like I get it. I will say, as somebody who does also enjoy, I do enjoy some video games. A select few video games, but Arlo has I like Arlo's presentation and their review, their style and their reviews. I'm not here to like necessarily plug anybody, but like I found myself watching a few of their reviews. I enjoyed it, it was good. It was like good shit, and I was like, I like that. I like the style, and I have to be honest with you guys. I think I have it's probably just a little bit of bias because like Oslo, growing up a huge fan of the Muppets, of Sesame Street, just a religious watcher of those things and a big fan, that I find the dedication to the craft and the presentation to be one of my absolute fucking favorite things. Like it just tickles me to no end.
It tickles you, Oslo?
Listen, if that sounded so fucking inappropriate, I'm gonna regret saying
it was a 90s toy reference, Matt.
I know, but it still sounded really fucking inappropriate. And like, no, someone's gonna clip that shit, and then I was like, oh, this is gonna be bad. I'm gonna have to like snip that out of the YouTube video. Holy shit. Never mind. But yes, guys, the Tickle Me Elmo was never mind. Anyways,
it was very popular. Like people were fighting in Toys R Us aisles over that toy.
Literally fighting over them. I'm just saying though, it genuine compliment. To Arlo, they're doing their reviews and stuff like that. But to our friend Oslo and different, it's like taking something that we're doing and then adding another layer to it, and it's I'm a musician and I appreciate there's performance and different things. I'm just saying, guys, like you gotta give Oslo a lot of credit. So
no, I mean, listen, like honestly, there's nothing. This is a lesson for anyone who's in any creative field. There are few things more potent than when somebody who's passionate about two different things combines those two passions into one. And that's what I think this is. I mean, that's what, a passion and a joy for puppetry and Jim Henson and things like that, and a passion for current events and politics. And obviously Arlo's human has the same thing, which is a passion for puppetry and likely Jim Henson and Muppets and Sesame Street, and a passion for video games. And those two passions of that humans combined into one is an incredibly potent cocktail. Same with like music. If someone's like songwriting and they're also into politics, if they start writing songs about politics, they're gonna be fucking bangers.
Like Tom Lehrer and shit.
Yeah.
Man made an entire fucking career off of writing political songs. I mean, like,
or like country artists, they're passionate about music and fishing, I guess. So they're passionate about fucking their trucks. So they write songs about their trucks, and people love it.
Just want to fuck fish and
I just want to
feed
fuck
my truck
for
trick for fuck and I don't know, all those things. Exactly. I don't know. God damn it, country music.
I'm not using a 2-person puppet. Somebody said I'm using a 2-person puppet. Who said that? What's impressive is you're using a 2-person. No, I'm using what's called a rod puppet. So my hands are controlled by rods.
Yeah, no, a 2-person, that's a lot.
Arlo looks to me like a two-person that maybe likely just doesn't move one of his or their hands. So Fozzie Bear is a two-person puppet. And so that means that someone's actually putting their hand up through the other arm. And like normally, the second arm, like the right arm, for example, Fozzie's right arm, is controlled by another puppeteer. But sometimes like people who have a two-person like double-handed puppet like that will just kind of pin the hand to the body and only move the left hand with their other hand, like a glove, wearing it like a glove. So that's Lesco is a two-person puppet, but Lesco's right arm is just pinned to his chest.
See,
my roommate.
Yeah, Rolf is another two-person, right? Because Rolf Rolf has to move his mouth, but then also Rolf has articulated fingers on both hands because Rolf plays the piano, and so Rolf's gonna be two. One that people often don't understand how it works is Big Bird, and Big Bird has one hand up to do the motions in the head, which are very complex, by the way. There's a whole mechanism up there, and then an arm, and you're like, but there's two arms. There is a piece of fishing wire that goes up here and then down, and then if you watch, you see the arms just kind of they kind of do this. But like, if I didn't tell you that, and you would just never. It's just one of those amazing things. It's so fucking simple, but like you don't focus on it, and you don't really notice. It's just fucking genius, honestly, because everything else about it is there's so much that goes into it. It's so incredible. I'm such a big fan. I don't know. I could talk about this a lot, but
also unlike Fozzie, which, but like I said, Frank Oz operating Fozzie. Frank Oz's right hand is operating his mouth, and his left hand is operating Fozzie's left hand, and then someone else is operating Fozzie's right hand. Ralph, because Ralph plays the piano, when Jim Henson or whoever does it now operated Ralph, Jim Henson would just only operate the mouth so that the other puppeteer would operate both hands because both hands played the piano. Yeah,
you would never be able to do it in any other way because if you tried to coordinate two disparate people's hands, you guys have to watch some documentaries.
There's a great one on I think Disney or Apple TV. Disney Plus.
Disney Plus, and you'll see them like an arm, like when they do the two-person ones, the person who's the secondary arm, just the arm, they literally have like their arm around the other person. They're just like sidled up.
Yeah, you gotta get cozy.
Like you have to be real. Like you gotta be really fucking comfortable. Gramingo over on Discord just said Rainbow Connection is my all-time favorite song. Rainbow Connection is another, if you want to talk about another amazing puppeteering feat, which is
they in a tank.
Exactly. They had a soundstage that they filled with water, and then they had Jim Henson.
Actually,
was that?
Sorry to say.
No, what?
That's where that was is not on a soundstage. It was there's a little pond on the Warner Brothers lot.
Oh, okay.
And it's the same pond when you're watching Jurassic Park, and Jeff Goldblum is in the back of the Jeep, and the Jurassic Park, the Tyrannosaurus Rex is getting close, and it's like, looking at the mirror, and it's chasing down the Jeep, and they're speeding up. That looks like it's a really long road, but they filmed the same short road over and over again, and it drives right by that pond. It's the same location on the Warner Brothers lot.
I didn't realize that. I thought it was a stage. That's good. That's good to know. I didn't realize. Either way,
I've been there.
I've been on the Warner Brothers lot, but I don't think I saw that.
They normally do the tour, but the Warner Brothers tour, they always cater it to their crowd. So if they didn't know you were a Muppet fan, they might have just mentioned something else.
I didn't go on the official tour. I had a friend. It's a long story. But anyways, but like we were saying, there was a tank under the water, and Jim Henson literally had to seal himself off in this tank with his fucking hand up through like on the log that Kermit is sitting on, and to puppeteer him with a little like fucking black and white monitor that they ran fucking wires into, and the whole thing, and he was in there for hours shooting this like that scene. Like that is dedication. I mean, if anyone was like, but that's fucking insane. Like when you see the area, and he was not a small guy. Like,
yeah, he was tall. He was 6'something".
Yeah, like it's amazing.
No, you can see. If you Google it, you can find his little sketches of when he designed and came up with the idea for that tank, for how to shoot that. And it's crazy looking, like, the sketches, but the tank itself is crazy. He was cramped up in there. Kind of the fetal position type of deal.
He's just, I don't know. Sometimes I think we throw the term genius around a little too much. And I would put that label on him 10 times over. Like, I really, him and his wife, by the way, but the two of them, and Jane also. I think Jane gets a lot of credit as well. But genius, like the aside from the performance aspect, if you just had the performance aspect, it is on another level. But the technological stuff that they came up with, just groundbreaking. The Muppet Workshop, it's amazing.
Yeah, the desire to push boundaries is something I think, like a real genius in any creative field needs to have to be called a genius. The desire to say, okay, well, we did the Muppet movie, and everyone liked that Kermit was on a bicycle. So let's, for the Muppets caper, let's put like 12 Muppets on bicycles. Like the not only the desire to push boundaries, but then the technical, like, figuring that out and pulling it off. And also, I mean, one thing that's great about Jim Henson that is sung but not sung enough is that he really put together a team of other crazy, quirky weirdos, and he trusted them. And that's not like, when I think about Elon Musk, I don't know that Elon Musk and his ego would be able to give credit to the people that actually do his work, like Jim Henson did for Frank Oz and Jerry Nelson and all the other puppeteers and Steve Whitmer.
And, yeah, I mean, they were.
Yeah, Dave Grohl. Who's still around.
They were. I mean, yeah, I don't. Yeah, just amazing. Honestly, I could just go on and on about, because it's just on another level. It's just, I mean, you guys watch something like Dark Crystal or different things like that, and like the animatronic technology that they were. I mean, like, I know we talk about Disney a lot, and yes, Disney Imagineers are amazing and they're incredible. Disney Imagineers also have like an insane amount of resources at their disposal. They're very intelligent and very amazing and very creative. I'm not taking anything away from them. But when you look at what the Muppet Workshop did and the Hensons and all of the people around them on a fraction of their budget and their resources and the things that they were able to do and put into movies, by the time they got to Muppets Take Manhattan, they were like, well, Miss Piggy should roller skate. And they're like, well, that's a thing we're gonna do, and then they did it. Oh, we're gonna have Rizzo and the Rats like dancing around on pads of butter and doing all these different things, and like these smaller animatronics, all this different shit. Like,
Take Manhattan.
Yeah, and it was like, again, like. Anyways, whatever. I'm sorry. You guys are probably like, okay, enough. I'm sorry. I could talk about this for fucking ever. Sorry.
And if you've ever seen like a Skeksis in person, it's incredible. I can't tell you guys why I've been to a place in the Jim Henson studio when it was the Jim Henson Studios to see a Skeksis. I can't tell you that, but I've seen one in person in great detail, and it's amazing. It's incredible. There's like 12 different pieces that they have to stack onto the puppeteer in order to put that costume together, all connected. You know, it's wild. It's wild.
It's so fucking cool. I need to say a couple of quick thank yous. Thank you to Phil. Clearly, guest wasn't paying attention in finance class. Investments are cyclical and based on many factors that include prospects that are beneficial to them. Them investing less in a one-year view doesn't show economic downturn. You need a larger view and context. Thank you, Phil. That's very astute and very correct. Appreciate that. Thank you to Amanda again on the Blue app. Thank you, friend. Is his car on in a closed garage? I'm worried the fumes are taking him down.
No.
I don't know. I saw that one earlier and I legitimately laughed to myself, Amanda. That one was pretty fucking funny. I also want to say thank you on the tube to Wags and Lattes for the $5 Canadian. Says thank you for raising your daughter to have a voice rather than settling for quiet compliance. W. Erika and happy birthday, Nemo. Thank you to Melvin on the tube. Also says, here we go. Again, another smug DGT supporter who has no idea what they're talking about and is willing to fail on that hill to save face. Yeah. And Melvin, again, thank you, Melvin, says this man truly lacks comprehension skills. Yeah. And thank you to our friends over there, to Stephanie, Vicky, and Random for the gifts of the jewels. Appreciate that. Nemo, what do you think?
Nemo, it looks like you've got like 14,000 people to thank.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So thank you to Amy for the PayPal. You said, first, happy birthday, Canadian here. We have more infrastructure to get oil to the U.S. than our coasts. However, since the Trans Mountain Pipeline opened, we've increased exports to Asia and are increasing LNG to Europe. Yeah. So that was in relation to like how the pipelines play with I guess Canada being a captive customer, more or less, to the U.S., where the more pipelines that they build, the more access they have to the rest of the market, and that makes them more competitive. And so what that means is that people will actually pay more for Canadian oil. If they don't have those pipelines, America can kind of set the terms on what they'll pay. And ironically, if anything, the Keystone XL pipeline would have increased gas prices. Not by like a meaningful amount, but there's not a world in which it would decrease gas prices. That's the point. If the pipeline was completed, it would only increase prices. That's the only way that would work. And the same thing is true with other pipelines. So they completed a pipeline. I think it's actually, yeah, it's the one you mentioned, the TMX. And that one is opening up their capacity to the Pacific, aka China. And so that's the market, right? And so that's one of those things that, to the 1,300 people watching, if you ever run into well, Biden stopped the Keystone Pipeline. If you hear that, just remember, pipeline Canadians get more customers, Canadian oil goes up in price, gas more expensive. That's the simplest way to remember it. And this is straight from noted oil expert, Mr. Global. That's his name on here. It's Matt Randolph. He is a well-known industry expert, literally an industry expert on oil. And he has said exactly this. And if anyone thinks that I am misrepresenting that, I am happy to provide the receipt on it. He literally says this. So, yeah, but thank you for that, Amy. You're right. Catherine, thank you for the Venmo. He said, I have 4 daughters in their 20s, and I appreciate you schooling the young men they have to deal with. Well, thank you. Yeah. Unfortunately, it does seem like there's like a disturbing number of young guys who have just been caught up in this weird bullshit about conservative equals masculine. And because they're desperate to flex how masculine they are, they just fall into the right-wing rabbit hole. And it's a fucked up trend. Courtney, thank you for the Venmo. He said, fun fact, I didn't get off the wait list at my top choice PhD program this year solely due to Trump's funding cuts to higher education and research grants. So there are already direct impacts. Yeah. And also, Crystal, thank you for the PayPal. And one more. Kiki, thank you very much for that Cash App. Fucking A. Thank you, Kiki, for that. So I appreciate you. Well, I appreciate you, Kiki. And to everybody that sent gifts, fucking A. Yes, I appreciate all of you for this number right here.
Real quick, I say one more thank you to Christian, who just came in on the Blue app, said, citing most finance companies are worldwide, and with tech, they use people from all around the world.
Around the world, around the world, around the world. Daft Punk, everybody.
Daft Punk. Well, we have made it to 2 a.m. over here, Nemo. So I am looking at who is on. I see that Joey is up and Erika Shante is on with him. Should we go to Joey?
Absolutely.
Well, then there you go. I'm going to pop Joey's in the chat here in a second. Before I do, I'm going to say a couple of things. Number one is please make sure you're subscribed to Nemo and I over on the tube. You can subscribe to me just by clicking up there. You can subscribe to Nemo. His is right down here in the description. Oslo, what's your over on the tube? If people
it's the same as here on TikTok. It's at curious.red.monster.
Okay. If you're on the tube and you'd like to subscribe to Oslo, curious.red.monster. That would be great. Same thing over here, guys. Please make sure that you're following all of us along with our backup accounts. Mine happens to be right over here. Nemo's got like 13, so follow all of them.
I should probably get on. I don't have any backup accounts. I should probably make one that's called like Not Slow or something.
Like at least one. Okay, please. Okay,
yeah.
Let's do that. And so do that. And lastly, we appreciate all the additional support that you guys have offered tonight. You can find links in everyone's bios. Here and over on the tube, you can find some links, at least for Nemo and I, down in the description there. We really appreciate all of you guys being here. Last two things. Number one is for any of our TikTok mods over here, if you're not already in the Discord, need you guys to get into the Discord because we want to be able to coordinate with you guys, to talk with you guys. So if you're a mod and you're not in Nemo's Discord, please join up. Same thing for our YouTube friends. If you're a YouTube mod, please get in the Discord. That's Nemo's Discord. You can either find the link in his link tree or in mine. Those links never expire. If you have any issues getting in, message either of us or our friend Nell. Any of us can help you out with that. Okay, and then for the rest of you guys, get in the Discord also just for funsies. Okay, because we do fun things. Okay, that's it. Hey Oslo, thank you for coming by, friend. So this is a pleasure. Guys, thank you also very much for being generous for our friend's birthday. That's appreciated very much. So thank you.
He turned 21 today, everyone.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a man now.
I'm a big man. All right, let's go. I put Joey's in the chat. Let's go. We'll go hang out with Joey and keep an eye out for Nemo and for our friend Oslo, wherever they may be, because I'm probably going to sleep. But keep an eye out for them. Okay, guys. wonderful